We in this mother pucker. We in this mother suck. Blood clot team. What's good with you, man? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Real men definitely step up. Real men definitely step up. Absolutely. If you can't be a stepfather, then you can't be a biological father. How about them apples? There you go. Makes sense. We in them streets, man. We on the YouTubes. That's what's up. That dude worked hard, huh? Putting in that work. That's right. Now I want to be clear. I personally, if you don't want kids at all, thanks, June. If you don't want kids at all, I get it. You don't want any kids at all whatsoever. Fine. Fine. You got it. Am I using an Android? No. Why? But he wants kids? I don't know. It's weird. Oh, for real? All right, hold on. I'll be back. Dude, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, with Ticky Tack, everybody, everywhere. Better? You better? All right. Hopefully that's better.
What's going on, brother?
What's up, man?
Bro, like, what's with that background, my guy?
What do you mean, what's with it? You can't see it?
No, man. I can see it crystal clear, my guy. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. You don't gotta mess with anything. Man, I'm about to make you $50 fucking real quick, because I'm about to make a lot of single moms in here really mad.
All right. Go ahead. I'm listening.
All right. So first off, a lot of men don't want to play another man's save game, right? Like, do you go to GameStop and buy a video game and then you just pick up where someone left off? No, you start a new one.
I don't go to GameStop. I'm a grown adult man. But yeah, keep going. That's a terrible analogy, but keep going.
No, that's a great analogy.
How so?
I mean, because no man wants to play another man's save game.
So you think children are a game?
Life is a game.
No, life isn't a game. Life is life. No. A life is literally a life. It's like totally different from it. Life is not a joke. It's not a game. Like life is definitely not a game.
Man, I treat it like a game. It's going pretty fucking well for me.
Okay.
Got 2 houses, about to buy a third. Got
nice
cars.
What makes this like a game? I don't understand.
I mean, I treat it like a game. I play the game. I learn the rules on how this game needs to be played, and I play the game. It's pretty easy.
Okay. And what's the game?
The game? To live. To be happy. That's the game, right? That's your goal.
The goal? No. But what's the game, though? The goal is the goal, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? The goal in Mario is to rescue the princess, but the game isn't called the princess. It's called Super Mario.
The game is to survive, my guy.
The game is to survive. Okay.
Yeah.
But what's the game, though? You do have to survive to make it to the end of the game. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you do have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to survive to make it to your goal, but that's not the game, right? So when you talk about navigating, I'm just trying to help you out with your own terrible analogy. I'm just pointing out the fact that you don't actually understand. Right? You just don't actually understand your analogy. That's all I'm saying. I just think it's hilarious. But go ahead, I'm listening. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, some men just don't want to take on the responsibility of women's poor choices, you know?
How is this the poor choice of a woman?
I mean, the woman made the choice to sleep with that man. The woman made the choice to carry that child. The woman made the choice to bear that child. I mean, that's all the women's choices, right? I'm pro-abortion.
But how was that her? How is that her fault though? Like, what if the baby's father unalived? Oh, what happened? Yeah, I was just saying that right now, Merlot. I was like, what if the baby father unalives? That's her choice. Like, what are you talking about? What if the baby father started punching her in the face? Is that her choice? Did she choose? Like, what do you mean? I don't understand. Gamers equal gooners. I don't know how old that kid is, but he was young. He definitely would have said yes because it would have fit his narrative. But yeah, his name was a dead giveaway. By the way, I think he's been on my live before, as a matter of fact. But yeah, his name was already. I was like, yeah, Dixon Cider. That was his name. GameStop analogy was crazy work, terrible. But yeah, I disagree. I don't think that men. I don't look at children as another man's paused game. That's crazy. Why would I do that? Why is it? How is a child a man's paused game? I don't understand that. But then he said the woman, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so any woman that has ever been with a man is another man's paused game? Is that your like, what are you talking about? That's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. That makes zero sense. The prompt is up there, Dark Oracle. If you can't be a stepfather, then you can't be a biological father. Yeah, men are just playing with women. Exactly. That's what I was getting to too with this analogy. I'm like, you're talking about playing the game. What is the game? Is it to play? Like, what's the game? To manipulate women? I don't understand. But I would say that oftentimes when we have this conversation, the craziest thing about this is how much men like say stupid shit like that. Like they don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like they can't be show up for a child or whatever that's not theirs. And I just want you to know that if you say you can't show up for a child that's not yours, then you're not going to show up for your child either. I wouldn't believe that. I'm saying, like, as a person, as a human being, as a parent, if you tell me that I can't show up for any child, then why would I believe that you can show up for your child? That's instantly that's going to be a red flag for me. Like, oh, I don't want to be nobody take care of nobody else's kids and that, but kids need to be taken care of, correct? Oh yeah, okay. I thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought kids needed to be taken care of. Yeah, that's crazy. Or whack, I should say. Not crazy, that's whack. Yeah, I thought kids needed to be taken care of. I thought that the men's was the protectors and the providers and the provisionaries and the prosecutors and all the words with the P's. I thought we was all that, right? But now you don't care about children? That's odd. When did that start? When did that start? How did that happen? I thought we love kids. I thought we'd sacrifice anything for kids. I thought we would give up anything for kids. I thought we worked hard for our kids. I thought we worked in the oil fields for our kids. I thought that's what men did. That's what men tell me every single day how much men sacrifice. Y'all tell me every single day how much men sacrifice. But all of a sudden, when it comes to being a stepfather now, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have fuck them kids. I don't want to have nothing to do with them babies. That's odd. Crazy work. Yep. They just want access to that vagina. Yep. They want it. They want an automatic in. You know, they want an automatic end to that woman, and they think a child will permanently attach them to a woman. That's what it is at the end of the day, right? So yeah, say that. Say that. Say that's what it is, please. Here we go. About to wake up the deadbeats. Y'all share this with 5 deadbeats. Let's get them in here. Actually, don't share it with them yet. I'm gonna restart it because, you know, TikTok on they shit right now, and it's early. Let me see. Yeah, we in at 11 minutes. It just, you know, I can already tell we in the danger zone. That might be it, Chase. That might be it. I'm not on the FYP. Okay, let's do it again. You know how TikTok like to do us. You gotta. This motherfucker like cranking up a chainsaw or something. You got motherfucker die. We gotta get this thing going. Exactly, Angel. If you don't exactly put them 2 comments together, and that's what it is. Tinfoil said, if you only love a child, if it's your biological child, you are just using it as an extension of yourself and acting in your own perceived interest. And then Angel said, you're just gonna leave your family because you're divorcing. Exactly. That's what's gonna end up happening. In the end, you're just gonna end up leaving your family. So there you go. That's exactly what's gonna happen. All right, we back, y'all. Let's get the likes up. Definitely share the live. Let's get the gifts too. The gifts help. Definitely, let's gift up the live. You know, get some. What up, Dream? Let's get the memberships going. All that, man. If you got to sign up, just so y'all know, definitely sign up for the membership. Go online. Do it through the online, please, if you can. I'm sorry, through the computer, not on your phone, if you got to. Grady Gamer, who is that? Who is that Grady Gamer guy? I don't know. Is he in here? Who's Grady Gamer? I think I know him. I think he's been on my live before. Why? What about him? Did you see it? Happy birthday. What up, fuck patriarchy? Thanks, GG. What's up? What happened with Grady Gamer? What happened with him? Jay. What up, TB? Hey, man. I'm trying to see who it is. I don't know who he is. If you can't be a stepfather, then you can't be a biological father, man. That's just where we at with it. That's where we at. I listen to men talk about being stepfathers all day long and being baby daddies and all of that shit. That shit is crazy. What you do today, Dante? Thanks, Kayla. Oh, okay. I keep an eye out for him. He been up here before. I don't know what he was. He be saying wild shit though. I've definitely clocked him saying wild shit before. And he said he was like the last time he was in there, I think he was acting like he was on his path to redemption. And now not so much, maybe. I don't know. We'll see though. We will see. But yeah, man, let's get into it. Definitely, if you got some, oh, that's right. 40-year-old men have more value than women. Ill. That's a weird thing. Sound is good. All right. That patriarchy. Yeah, man. Let's get into it though. I definitely want to hear what the men have to say on this. Let me know. You know, like I said, I have my thoughts on this. Snoop, y'all arguing over Snoop saying it ain't so, Manny. That's crazy work. I'm sitting out on the FYP. Well, we tried it. TikTok always tripping. They love to hate. Oh no, I believe it. They love to hate though. TikTok love to hate. Oh yeah, maybe it depends on the FYP, I would assume. No compassion shows in certain situations. Yeah. Not being compassionate to children you don't know is, okay, so the way that I look at this is like how if I were dating a person, like I didn't know a person, not even dating, if I just didn't know a person and it was like early on in my, in my relationship with them, friendship, whatever, and we like go out to eat and they start like treating the, like the staff or whatever, like poorly, I would assume that they were terrible people. Me personally, I would assume that they were terrible people. You could come up saying I invited you up. That comment is crazy. Possum Pickles, you most certainly could come up, but I know you won't with that name. I could always tell by the names if y'all really about that action. When the names be weird, I already know. But that's what's up. But yeah, so for me, it's like if same thing. If I hear a man saying like, "Oh, I can't raise another man's kids," and da 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 da, then I'm instantly like, "You're not a good person." You know what I'm saying? Like when the names are weird, so are they. Absolutely. Like I automatically assume I'm like, "Yeah, you're not a good person." I would never like kids are kids, man. Kids need to be raised. They didn't ask to be here. They don't, they deserve the best. They deserve the best from everybody. You know what I mean? So why, you know what I mean? Like, why do you as an adult feel like, oh man, like I'm not gonna help raise this kid or whatever. That's not my biological child. Like, what is your what I don't even understand the obsession with, and maybe this is just me, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'll take this for sure. But like, what is the obsession with having your own biological children? I have my own biological children, but I wasn't ever obsessed with having biological children. Like, I was never like, oh man, like I gotta have my own kids. Like, I always thought I would have kids, but I was never obsessed with like having my own kids. Like, I was perfectly fine if I met a woman and she had kids. I would have, been there and helped raise those babies. I don't know. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, having my own kids, I love my sons and all that stuff, but me personally, I'm not obsessed with that. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, why are men who are like that so obsessed with that? Or people in general, to be honest with you, because women are obsessed with that too. There's a lot of women who are like, I got to have my own kids, right? Like, I get it, but. What are you saying? That legacy is crazy. They love that legacy. They love using their kids to be their legacy. I'm like, nah, you're gonna have to lay down your own foundation, player. Stop expecting them babies to be your legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like them babies are their own people. You gotta go lay down your legacy, and then they got to establish their own, you know. I guess a part of your legacy could be how you raise your kids, definitely. Oh, okay. You good looking. Trust me, it'll happen eventually. Most don't stick around for that legacy. Yo, that dude uncomfortable is a menace. Who is uncomfortable? You can adopt and give them your name. Yep. If you care that much about a legacy. Who is uncomfortable? I think he's talking about somebody. I feel like they were in here. Uncomfortable what? I don't know. Sounds about right. Oh, I cooked them. What live was I in? That sounds about right. That sounds about right. My dad thinks men who want to have kids for their legacy are dumb because they use the word wrong. Because your daddy knows English, and I love that. Cycle Queen, I appreciate you. Might be in GRR. Yeah, it might be in girls. Does this apply to stepmothers too? Yeah. This applies to anybody. I'll be honest with you. But I mostly hear men talking about this. I mostly hear men talking about this. Right? Lex therapy? Never heard of them. Yeah, I mostly hear men talking about they can't be no stepfather and they da. It's, to me, the reason why men are saying that is it's just a way to manipulate women to get them. They're just saying that as a way to manipulate women to devalue women who have children. They want to what up, Lux? They want to devalue women who have children so that those women will be with them, obviously, because that's always the end game. So, you know, it's like, you know, I don't even want to raise. I don't want to raise no other man's kids, and they think like the women are going to respond with like, but please, sir, help me. I need my kids need a father like you. You know, and then you go, and then the men go, okay, since you asked nicely, you know. There's some in Diamonds Live saying that if the women left, they don't want to be hit with child support. I heard some in Diamonds Live saying that if the women left, they don't want to be hit with child support. Who didn't want to be hit with child support? The women or the men? I don't know. But yeah, it's a wicked game. Oh, the men didn't want to be hit with child support if the women left? With the kids, you're saying? If the women left with the kids? Oh, okay. Yeah. They all men are death. I mean, you know, men don't want to pay child support. They don't want to pay child support, but they don't want to do the things that are necessary to stay with the mother of their children, right? So, you know, you're you know, I mean, you're in a weird place there. Can step parents get hit with child support? I think you can under certain circumstances. I believe you can. I could be wrong about that, but I want to say that I've heard instances of non-biological parents being put on child support. I want to say. If adopted, okay, yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure I've heard of it. Yeah. If he doesn't love your children, he doesn't love you. Exactly. Exactly. Your dad's on child support because he adopted your his wife's kids. Damn. But that's okay though. I mean, yeah, if you sign up for the responsibility of taking care of the kids, like I said, the kids need to be taken care of, right? And if you ever love those kids, then why would you stop loving those kids, even if you're not with the mother? So you should want to take care of the kids. It is what it is. Oh, he adopted his granddaughter and then put her on child support. Oh my God, you niggas is wicked. You niggas is diabolical. I can see that though. I can see a nigga being janky. Yep. As soon as they have nothing, as soon as they don't have anything to do with you, they want to distance themselves. Mm-hmm. Damn, she owes her father too. All right, what is we doing? Should I spin the block one more time? Okay, let's do it one more time. If after this, I'll go on my backup. Let's see. It's this is what I was saying, man, about TikTok right now. I don't know what's going on, man. Yep, the kids don't got a choice, Heidi. The kids don't have a choice at all. But it's just not. We gotta get there. Talking about the live now. Not the kids not having a choice. We gotta get there, man. Who is Irv? Irv? Who's Irv? PR. So Irv. Oh, Irv Gotti. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that man gone. That man done went to the upper room. Mm-hmm. Women are the broccoli of human beings. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the scrope. Ashanti having a baby took him out. Oh man, I don't care nothing about Irv Gotti. I'll be honest with you. I don't care nothing about Irv Gotti. Never liked him. I'm like 50 Cent. About Irv Gotti? I don't remember ever doing a live about Irv Gotti. Maybe it was about Ashanti, about him lying on Ashanti or whatever. Probably, I could see that. When he was yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that nigga being diabolical. I don't like him. I never been a fan of Irv. I never been a fan of Murder Inc. outside of Ashanti. I never liked none of them. I never liked Ja Rule. I never liked Irv. They was all goofy to me. What up, Billy? I don't like niggas that sing and sound like the Cookie Monster. It's murder. The way you walk, way you dress, way you talk. She pregnant again. I thought she ain't pregnant again, is she? Yep. Fifth said that boy sing for women that sound like the Cookie Monster. I couldn't unhear it. Yeah, Fifth killed that nigga. Long time ago. Did it to him. She pregnant again. Nelly ain't wasting no time. That boy done left it in twice. Wicked work. She's good and trapped. Yeah, I saw Janelle Monáe cooking that nigga. I think they got married under God. I think they got married under God. Yeah. Shanti she wanted them babies, man. Cookie dissing. Where's C Dave at? Hold on. Y'all said C Dave here? I know C Dave ain't on the YouTubes. I mean, that's a brave man. That's a brave man. Nelly being trash. Drop C Dave. He ain't even in here. C Dave would have already been in the comments. Going, oh, here we go. What's crazy to say, Billy? What I miss? Keyword is thinks. Cause we not. She was a club president. Janelle sang a rendition of It's Getting Hot in Here. Told that nigga Nelly she didn't like him no more. Cause he performed at the inauguration. Hey, she was freestyling that shit though. That was a funny part. It was like, I think what happened was it was like she saw that nigga was in there and she was like, oh, I'm finna give it to this nigga. And that nigga Nelly was drinking his drinks. He was like, nigga had his drink in his hand. The band, yeah, everybody was shook. Everybody was like, what is she doing? I think the DJ was like, hey, yo. The band and the DJ, they was like, hey, yo, what the fuck? What is you doing? I think that was a crazy place to do that at, but she was with Anderson .Paak. Anderson .Paak with Mariah Carey. Speaking of niggas raising other people's babies, he raising Nick Cannon babies now. Look at that. That man leveled up. Hey, Mariah Carey got a type. She like young niggas. Oh shit, man. I'm sorry you feel that way, Indigo. I'm sorry, brother. Why you mad at the price, man?
50 is kind of crazy. Like 20, 25, 50.
I don't think it's crazy enough. They've been telling me to raise the price. I've been keeping it at 50 because we in a recession. They told me to raise. They been there told me to go to 100 long time ago. They was like, man, you got to make it 100 because they be dropping them too quick with the 50s.
Oh, well, then you must have, shoot, the people that be dropping, they must have real money.
Yeah, some people got little money, man. The people, I mean.
And I just feel like they really wasting their time to drop something. Nah, boy, that's craziness.
I don't know if it's a waste, but yeah. That's what you feel. That's fine. I got you.
What? But what is this? If you can't be a stepfather, you can't be a biological father?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
What do you think it means?
Okay, you one of those people that asks a question with a question? Okay.
Well, no, I mean, I made a statement and then you asked me, what does it mean? It seems like this is a pretty clear statement. So I'm curious as to like, what are you thinking?
Well, because I'm thinking about it. I'm also thinking about it in a literal sense too. And I know but that's kind of just me being an asshole / funny because I'm like, if you're a stepfather, you can't be a biological father quite literally. But yeah, the eye roll, right? Because I just think like that, right? But then it's like, why do you say what do you mean if you can't be a stepfather, you can't be a biological father?
If you have a problem being a stepfather, then you would have a problem being a biological father.
Okay, that's interesting. I I don't think a person who has a problem being a stepfather would have a problem being a biological father. It's not about being the father. It's actually is taking care of another man's responsibility. That's what it is. Men don't want to take care of other men's responsibility. If they have their own responsibility, yeah, they'll do that. But now sitting there and taking care of somebody else's responsibility, like you went that man went and opened his legs to a woman, and
other way around.
Y'all both open your legs. What do you standing up straight?
How you be hunching? How you be hunching? Open up your legs? What you talking about, brother?
If you doing like, okay, because we ain't doing this.
I just was curious. You said we both are. I was like, what you talking about? We scissoring? What you mean, brother?
No. This is me talking literally again.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, I be standing up though on my toes. I put on my Yeezy slides. Never mind. All right, you got it. Yeah.
So you don't mind taking care of another man's responsibility, because most men, that's what it seems like, because most men, they have a problem with not being a stepfather, but it's like with being a stepfather, you're taking care of somebody else's responsibility. Do you want to take care of somebody else's responsibility?
I don't have a problem doing it. It's not a want necessarily. I just don't. I don't think about it like that. I don't look at it as I'm taking care of somebody else's responsibility. But I just want you to know, you are contradicting yourself, right?
Explain.
Because you're saying that men don't have a problem taking care of their own responsibility so if that's the case, then why would another man need to take care of their responsibility?
What? I don't think you're making sense.
That doesn't make sense?
Can you rephrase it?
So the kids are the responsibility, correct?
As we're talking biological.
Yeah, I'm saying, so I'm a biological father, right? My kids are my responsibility, according to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But then me and the baby mother aren't together anymore. We break up, right?
Okay.
And then you're saying that you understand why men don't want to take care of another man's responsibility, i.e. the kids, correct? Okay. Why would that man need to take care of that responsibility if men don't have a problem taking care of their responsibilities?
Men, I don't.
You said that. That's why I'm asking you that. You literally said, men, I don't think men have a problem taking care of their responsibilities, but we don't want to take care of another man's responsibilities. So I'm saying, how would that make?
Also, what you have to realize too, not every, like, kind of when people tend to talk about women, they'll be like, it's not all women, not all men are like that, where they would create a child and then not want to take care of their responsibility. That's not all men.
Oh, I don't think that's the case either.
I think me personally, I think most men will want to take care of their responsibilities, but
based on what?
Statistics, that's what I was about to say. Sometimes statistics may show a little otherwise, but then that also goes into how were you raised? Because if you were sitting there and you call yourself a man and then have a child and then not want to take care of responsibility, how in the world was you raised? Now that's dysfunction in the household now. Because I feel like a person with a straight head and was raised properly, if you had a child, you would take care of that responsibility, right?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't raised properly, but I take care of my kids. My brother also not raised properly, takes care of his kids. My sister not raised properly, takes care of her kids. None of us were raised properly. None of us three, I know for sure, none of us were raised properly, but we still take care of our kids. So I don't know. I don't know if those two things are connected, right? To me, I mean, I'm not saying that definitely how you're raised affects you, no doubt about it. But when you become an adult and you
I say raised to, I don't mean like, because I don't know what you kind of really talking about when you say raised, but when I say like raised, I'm talking about, like, for example, like, you know how you see how some guys are very lustful and they treat women very bad. They didn't grow up in a household where they were taught to respect women, right? So for me, I don't know what, like, you probably had a bad growing up, but upbringing, right? But that doesn't mean you weren't taught values and principles. You see what I'm saying? What is
I mean, not a base around this. You know what I'm saying? Like my my mom and my dad never
see that through how they treat you. Like that's kind of like for example, you see like when a person has a kid, like most times when a person who's actually taking care of their kid, they always talk about, you know, they want to give their child a world and stuff like that.
Okay.
When you can see that as a child, as you grow up, does your parents, do they give you not only what you need but what you want? Do they give you emotional support, things like that? You may, like I said, you might have a bad upbringing, but they express love to you, right?
But I think what I'm saying is the way that I learned how to parent, definitely like initially, was I just learned from all the mistakes that my parents made. I was like, I didn't like that, so I'm not gonna do that to my kids. I didn't really need like my parents to tell me like, look, this is how you be a good parent. Like I didn't need all of that. I was like, that shit sucked. Like not having nobody show up to my sporting events, that sucked. Not having anybody pay attention to me, not taking me to the doctor when I got sick, not, you know what I mean? Like not paying attention to me when I was struggling in school and I was depressed and, you know what I mean, or whatever. And so I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that to my kids. Having a man abandon me, my father abandoned me, I'm not going to abandon my sons. Like, I don't know. Why do, you know what I mean? Like, you don't always have to learn. Every experience doesn't have to be a positive one for you to learn from it, right? Like you learn from negative experiences too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, I don't use that as an excuse. That's not a reason. Like my upbringing, like I'm 43 years old. What do I look like talking about? What do I look like mentioning my mama at 43 years old? Telling you the reason why I'm a shitty dad is for my mama. Like, huh?
Have you ever been in therapy?
Yeah.
Now, if you me personally, I'm a very critical thinker. I like to think so. We have a lot of the way we act comes from our experiences.
Of course.
And usually, a lot of those core experiences are when we were kids. Like sometimes you grow up and sometimes you meet people and a lot of times you meet people and you'll be looking at them and you'll be like, you can't understand why they act the way they act. But you was never in their shoes to understand why they act like this present day. Right? Like, and this is why I kind of also brought up the thing with like being brought up because like, and this is a very interesting topic to me too. I'm going all over the place, low key, because my brother is interesting for me because my brother, he's both. He's a biological and he's a stepfather.
Which that's why I was saying earlier when you were saying like you can't be both. I was like, you can. But go ahead.
I mean, you can.
You can.
You can and you can't, but I don't know.
You literally can, because you said that it was a literal thing, and I was like, but you literally can be both. But that's beside the point. It's just funny because you like went up trying to make that joke, and in reality, it was like not. That's why it wasn't a good joke, because you literally can. But I hear you though. So your brother is interesting because your brother is both. What is he going through currently?
Well, everyone's situation is different, but like for example, some people you will be a stepfather, but the biological father will still be there, and there's cases where the biological parent's still not there, even with the step parent. So in his case, the stepchild is not, her father is not present, right?
Okay.
So there's no tussling between one father and the next father, right?
Should there ever be?
Huh?
Should there ever be a tussle between the father and the next father and the old, whatever, the old dad or whatever?
Should?
I would never tussle with the man over his child. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never, if I met a woman and she had a child and, you know, I was like, yo, we're getting serious or whatever. And I have to meet the biological father. Like, that's me. I would have to meet the biological father. I want that man to understand, you know, exactly, you know, like as much as I can. Hey, this is who I am. whatever. He can run a background check on me, like all of that stuff. Like I don't care, right? Because I would want to do the same thing if I were you know, I'm married, but if my wife were to ever bring another man around my sons, yeah, I need to know exactly the type of person you are to the best of my ability, right? So I would do everything I could to befriend that man and to let him know that we're on the same team, and I would listen to him, and I would, you know what I mean? Like I would follow his lead with his child and all that stuff, right? So there would be no tussling on my behalf. I wouldn't tussle.
That's you. I feel like, I don't know, maybe you have other statistics, but I personally feel like that's not the case with most.
I know, because men have egos, though. That's what I'm saying. So we don't have to tussle. That is a choice. That is because two people have egos. Even if he has an ego, I don't need to allow him to affect me.
And I kind of want to go back to it because I was just reading the prompt and it made me think about what you was talking about earlier.
Hold on, brother. Let me. I gotta let my cleaners in. I'll be right back. Come here. Okay. Here we go. Oh, my can. Marion said, very selfish people. Okay. So I'm listening. Go ahead, brother. You said, so you thought about the prompt. Got you. Teresa said, he is why we tell lost kids to scream mom, not help. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Indigo.
Oh, I'm the reason. That's nice. But let me see where my thought was going. Okay, some men do have babies.
Mm-hmm.
Or the woman would have the baby, but like
have kids with a woman. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most of the time YNs just be trying to fornicate.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know this is TikTok. You want me to start cursing?
No. I was just, it was funny because you mentioned YN specifically, not just men in general, but that's funny. Go ahead.
Because you usually hear it in the black community, no?
In the black community, what?
That black people or black men don't take care of their children.
I don't think any man.
You don't hear that on social media.
Wait. I don't think any group of men take care of their children by and large. Like I think most men fail their children. White, black, Mexican, Asian, doesn't matter. I think most men don't take care of their children.
I'm just saying you hear about it most with
I know,
black men, right?
Yeah. I hear about most men, yeah. But I mean, I hear about black men, but yeah, I don't think this is a thing that's exclusive to black men. I think this is a failure of men in general.
But some men, they will want to fornicate, but not have a child, but then they don't want to wear protection. That's a story for another day. But not most times, it's a woman's choice. It's her body, her choice. Mm-hmm. So like with that situation, when you was like men, they will have a child and not take care of their responsibilities. The reality of it is they probably didn't want that responsibility in the first place. But then
they shouldn't have laid down with that woman.
And then for me, then after that, it was their choice. It was no longer their choice.
It was always their choice.
It
was always their choice. What do you mean? They shouldn't have laid down with that woman.
No, I'm talking about in terms of like abortion.
No, I know. ABs, sir. So the way I look at this is like, if you signed up to go bungee jumping or whatever, right? Or skydiving, something that's dangerous, something that has a risk, right? And you go in there and they give you a piece of paper and they tell you, that you can unalive doing this, that there's an extreme risk of, or there's a risk of harm or whatever, right? And you go, yeah, you read through everything and then you sign it, right? Once you sign it, whatever happens to you afterwards, you literally signed up for it. See what I'm saying? So men, when you sleep with a woman, you are signing up for whatever happens afterwards. You're signing up for the STDs. You're signing up for the like you are signing up for that shit. You do not get to say after the fact, oh man, I didn't ask for a baby. Well, you shouldn't have slept with her. You should have used protection. You should, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you didn't do any of that. You could have got a vasectomy before. If you didn't really want to have babies, you could have got a vasectomy and you could have wore a condom. Like, but men don't do that. So So once you don't do that, whatever happens afterwards is on you. You don't get to say after the fact and go, oh man, I didn't want a baby. Like what?
And that's where that, for me, people, they want to do what they want to do. Free will.
Yep.
So now you got to face your consequences. But I think in terms of like, I'm talking about like people who want to have children or like want to be parents or want to be a father. Mm-hmm. And would actually like specifically those men, not boys who decide to make irresponsible decisions, but men who actually make responsible decisions. Mm-hmm. I think it's really just not, if they're not willing to be a stepfather, they're not willing to be an actual father. I don't feel like it's that.
100%. You still haven't told me why it wouldn't be that, but real quick, hold on to that thought real quick.
Because they don't want to take care of somebody else's responsibility.
You're not taking care of somebody else's responsibility. That's not how it works. The children are children. They're kids.
No, me personally.
Yeah. But hold on, wait, Indigo, wait. I want Michael to come in here real quick, and then I'm gonna open it back up for everybody. I just want him to, he's been here for a while. Let him talk.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll open it back up. Go ahead, Michael.
Hi. So it feels like in your argument, it's almost like you're saying that someone can't be a good stepmother if she can't be a biological mother. Would that be the same standard?
This doesn't even say mothers, but that's fine. What are you saying? I can't hear you.
No, I'm saying it sounds as though you're saying, right, using your logic. Then someone could say, if someone can't be a good stepmother, then they can't be a good biological mother. Are we using that same standard?
Yeah, sure. It's the same thing.
But you do realize why that logic doesn't make sense, right?
No. How does that make sense? That's not even the prompt, but let's just use the same logic. Yeah, if you're a bad parent, you're a bad parent. I don't understand. What does it matter if you're a step parent or a biological parent? If you're a bad parent, you're a bad parent.
Yeah, because your argument, though, is assuming that stepfathering and biological fathering require the exact same skills.
They do.
But that's not true.
They do.
It's not true, though.
How not?
Because you're not starting in the same position.
How are you not in the same position?
Well, because you're not starting in the same position.
What cares if you don't start in the same position?
It's a completely different starting position. So in one position, when you are the biological father, you are there from the beginning. When you are the stepfather, you are joining a relationship that child might have with the mother already.
What does that have to do with their responsibility? I'm not understanding. How does your actual role change? Like, it's just whatever the responsibility would be of, like, so if you step in and the kid is 6, right? You have the responsibility of the man in that situation. From you don't do the same things that you would have done from the beginning, like you're talking about, right? When a child is born, you got to make baby bottles and you got to wash a bunch of little baby blankets, and you got to make sure they got their pacifier, and you got to take them on walks and they strollers. Okay, fine, I get that. But when they're 6, they need what they need. All, you know what I'm saying? Like, relatively speaking, all 6-year-olds need the same thing. You got to show up and provide that thing. Like, what is the difference? I'm not understanding.
No, I'm just saying that the starting position of a biological father and stepfather are not the same.
I know.
So the skills that you would need to be a good stepfather are different to the ones you would need to be a biological father.
What skills do you need to be a good? What skills do you need to be a good parent? Father or mother is the same skills, but what skills do you need to be a good parent?
No, they're not the same skills because they're different. Like, if you're a biological
father, answer. I know. I hear you. It's too vague. I need to be specific. What skills do you need to be a parent? To be an effectively good parent, what skills do you think you need?
I think you need to be nurturing. I think you need to have a good temperament.
Okay.
I think you need to be understanding. I think you need to also learn to grow. And I think you have to be patient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
I love all of these things.
But wait, when you have your own children,
mm-hmm.
when you start off at the beginning,
mm-hmm.
you don't have to try and build a bond with someone else's child, and at the same time, you can't also raise that child.
Most biological men don't bond with their kids anyway.
But how do you know that?
Statistics.
Statistics.
Observation. Lot
What
like.
statistics is that? What you said you're a father, right?
Yeah, I'm a dad. Yeah, I'm a dad.
So are you saying that you didn't bond with your children?
No. I didn't say all dads don't bond with their kids. I bonded with my kids. I got pictures of me. I held my babies. I did everything. I was there. I was there with my babies. And I could wait. And here's the crazy. Hold on, Michael. Michael, hold on. Let me tell you something. I could have bonded more. I could have bonded even more with my kids. I'm not even saying like I bonded the most that I possibly. I didn't max out my bonding potential, right? But yeah, I definitely bonded with my sons. I love my babies, right? I love my kids, but most fathers don't.
Okay for you? Yeah, but why is it okay for you to make the generalization that you can bond with your children, but other fathers can't?
I didn't make the generalization that I can.
You did. You said they can't.
They don't. Look at how they treat. Look at how they treat their kids. A person that is bonded with the kids wouldn't treat the kids the way that fathers treat their kids. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If most like that's what I'm saying. When you look at the stats, when you look at the amount of hold on, Michael. Okay. Hold on. Before you pivot, listen to what I'm saying. When you look at the rates of abuse from fathers to children, when you look at the rates of neglect, because neglect is abuse, but I'm talking about sexual abuse and physical abuse, right? And emotional abuse that fathers execute, on their children. And then you couple that with the neglect, right? You cannot tell me that most fathers actually have bonded with their kids. And I'm speaking for the dads that are in the home. If you want to talk about the fathers that have left their children, completely abandoned their kids, was probably about a quarter of men abandon their kids completely. Then you got the dads that see their kids twice a month. Then you got the dads that see their kids 4 times a month, or you know what I'm saying, or every weekend. Like, how can you you can never do the vast majority of women mothers are not down for that shit because they actually have bonded with their kids, but the fathers haven't.
So actually, if you look at the studies in America, it says that when acting with the mother, the abuse is proportionally the same between fathers and mothers.
They're not.
It is. It's
not. You're not. I promise you, you don't understand it. You shouldn't just do a quick cursory search of abuse because you don't know. I'm telling you, when you look at the aggregate, Michael.
Don't tell me that.
Michael.
I've read this before.
Okay. So what is the rate per capita of abuse from fathers versus mothers per capita? It is relatively the same, Michael. Overall, hold on, Michael.
Yeah.
Listen, I know the numbers. I've done this a million times. Overall, you're right. It is, but this is what's gonna make my point. Overall, it is relatively the same. Mothers abuse kids a little bit more than fathers do, right? Overall, like the overall amount of incidents, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, think about it. How much more time do mothers spend with their kids than fathers? It's like if you had to put a percentage on it, would it be, do they spend 25% more time with the kids? Or they spend 50% more time with the kids? Or they spend 75% more time? Like, how much more time do mothers typically spend with children?
I'm going to say typically more than 50%.
More than 50%. Okay, cool. Now, take your number. Let's think about it logically. Now it's based on the amount of interactions that women have or mothers have with their kids versus the amount of interactions fathers have with their children, right? And when you do that, if the amount of abuse is relatively the same, but you just admitted it's the rate of contact that the women have with the kids is 50% higher, then shouldn't the rate of abuse for women be 50% higher than that of fathers?
No, because it doesn't work that way.
That is how it works. That's literally how it works. That's literally how it works.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You are conflating a statistic with another statistic. You can't just do that. It doesn't work like that.
That's literally how it works.
No, saying literally how it's worked is not saying anything. It's not proving anything. All I'm trying to say is, based on your argument, you can't say that you can't be if you can't be a stepfather.
You can't answer what no. You do not get to say that's not how it works and not explain it. Because you just said that's not how it works. I promise you, Michael, you can't explain why it doesn't work like that.
Okay,
Explain
rewind your statement, just so I understand it. Rewind your statement, please. Just so I
You
understand.
didn't even understand it. So just say that. So the statement was, it's per capita. It's so the way that I'm breaking it down is per the amount of time, or the amount of the amount of interactions, right? So what is the rate of abuse versus the rate of interactions? That's what I'm saying. And let's just make it clean so we can understand it mathematically. If the rate of interactions for mothers is 50% higher than the rate of interactions for fathers, right? Right?
Yeah.
Then shouldn't the rate of abuse be 50% higher for mothers? I mean, not the rate of abuse. Shouldn't the overall number of incidents be 50% higher for mothers? Shouldn't it be?
No, because I can explain it to you if you want me to.
Go ahead. Now explain it.
Okay, because I can find a statistic where men have a higher proportional rate than women doing something, but it doesn't mean they're doing it at twice the rate. But is that not true?
That's not
true?
that doesn't explain why what I'm saying isn't true, sir. You're just asking me a question.
No, because you're trying to explain statistics to a mathematician. And I'm trying to say to you that I can find a statistic that can show something that men do more than women.
Michael, are you telling me you're a mathematician and you don't understand what I'm saying right now? You're seriously telling me you're a mathematician, right? You have a degree to be a mathematician, and you're telling me that that math doesn't work like this. If the rate is the rate, how do you think they would figure the rate out, Michael? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How would they figure the rate out, Michael? What is the formula for figuring out the rate? Right? Wouldn't the rate be 1,000? The rate of abuse is 1,000, incidents, or 1,000, what is it? What am I like of? 1,000 times of, whatever interactions. For every 1,000 interactions, there's one, incident of abuse, right? I'm just making up the numbers for right now, right? That's how the rate would be. Like, wouldn't that be what I
know what you mean? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yes, I know what per capita means.
That's what I'm saying. So per capita, women commit abuse less than men, correct?
No. It's more. It's more. What you're trying to say that because women are spending more time with their children, and if they're the ones who are abusing the children more, therefore, if the men are spending less time, they should be a higher per capita. That doesn't work that way.
That's not what I said. You're not even making sense. That's not what I said. That doesn't even make sense. Say it again. Say it again. Say exactly what you said again. That's not what I said. Say it again, though.
Okay, you're saying that per capita, if women are spending more time with children and they're neglecting the children more,
no.
Therefore,
oh, you mean overall? Sorry, yeah,
overall, yeah. Therefore, if men are committing abuse
around the same amount as women,
yeah.
Overall, by the way, the overall amount of abuse,
it should be twice as much, right? That's what you're saying.
Well, no. I'm just the only reason why it's twice as much in this instance. Well, I didn't say twice as much. You said I asked you.
Example, sorry, in your logic of saying that it should be twice as much.
No. Okay. I asked you, what do you think? How much more time do you think mothers spend with children? And you said 50%, more than 50%. I said, yeah, I agree. I think that's safe. I think that's fair and safe, right? Fine. So based on that, right, it wouldn't be double the amount. It would be, right, because 50%, for it to be double, it would be 100% more time, right? That's not what I said. You said 50%. I agree. 50% more time. So if
it's not abuse, it's called discipline. But I digress.
It is abuse. And you, what is the number one? Indigo, since you want to interject, what is the number one form of abuse?
Oh no, I was just waiting for you to talk.
No. I know. You spoke up. Now I want you to know, since you want to cape for abusers, what is the number one form of abuse though?
You didn't hear me. I just tell you, I know.
Okay. So the number one form of abuse is neglect.
All right.
Right. Okay. You called that discipline. Do you think neglecting your child is discipline?
I was really just spewing a joke. Like I said,
I got you, but that's not funny. I just
want.
want you to understand, though, that's not funny, though. I don't think that that's funny. You think laughing and telling jokes about abuse is funny? About children specifically? You think that's like, you think that's funny?
No, because I grew up in a household where
but you got abused.
But in this America, where parents come and they're actually being good parents, but just disciplining them because children are hard-headed. People are not all.
Children are children. Children aren't hard-headed. They're children. Right? Children aren't. Men are hard. Like Michael is hard-headed because he's an adult. I'm going to call Michael hard-headed. You're being hard-headed too. We are adults, right? Children are children. They're not hard-headed. They're children.
Well, I was really trying to talk about the abuse part. Because I also wanted to say, like, for me personally, if I'm not in either boat of biological or stepfather, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm really talking on the kind of like in a sense talking on the behalf of people and through experiences I had, like for example with my brother, like how they feel when it comes down to being a stepfather, right? Mm-hmm. But personally, the way I feel, if I was with a woman and she had a child, I would not be there and be like, okay, no, this is not my responsibility. Yeah, like you said, it is a child for me. And I believe that a child deserves to have both a mother and a father in their life. And sometimes the reason why there's a stepfather sometimes is because that other father, the biological father, isn't there. But a child deserves a mother and a father. And to that person, I think I was waiting to say this, Amelia or some shit, sorry for cursing, but she can go and suck she mother condensed milk because I got enough nieces. And I take care of them very nicely. Because her comment was, Indigo should not be near children. She can go and suck she fucking mother condensed milk.
Why is that so offensive to you? You don't think that might be in response to the things that you're saying, like you joking about abuse and like, why don't you take any responsibility? Like the thing that annoys me sometimes when we get on these panels is people get so defensive, and I know it's hard because there's a lot of people watching, and it's hard to get embarrassed and just take responsibility. But like, there's a reason why to me, you have to be embarrassed to respond that way, because why wouldn't your reaction be, wait, why do you think I shouldn't be around kids? That's how my reaction would be. My reaction wouldn't be, oh, you can suck mother's cunt. Like I wouldn't say that shit. I would be like, why do you think I shouldn't be around kids? What have I said that has compelled you to think that about me, right?
Those people that.
But instead your reaction is to be defensive and to be like, yeah, you just don't know. And then you want to like tokenize your nieces and be like, I got nieces, which means nothing to us.
I might want one of them right now. That's the thing.
But what is it? So, okay, wait. Why do you think that would change her opinion? That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't care about your opinion.
No, I know. I hear you. I'm saying though, let's think of fact.
But I'm not worried about why, because it's not a fact. I don't need to know why. It's not a fact.
But why isn't what do you mean it's not a fact?
Like everyone has an asshole, but it's not a fact. That's why I responded that way, because she wants to sit on there and play up in she mother ass. No, you don't know me, bitch.
But in this little bit of time that I've gotten to know you, you've said inappropriate things about children. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like maybe not, you're not a bad person. People don't say bad things to you. Like I don't say nasty shit to Bud because Bud's not a nasty person. But aside from that, right? Like you talk to your mom like that, just out of curiosity.
Talk to my mom like how?
Like you just
talking to that woman.
No. All right. I ain't gonna talk to my mother like that.
Anything that you didn't like?
Like I said, I'm not going to talk to my mother like that. And I'm going to still say that lady could suck she mother.
Okay, so you can.
You can what you saying to me right now. I really ain't care what you saying to me.
No, I see. I can tell.
I really ain't take it. I real, because all you.
Nah, y'all right. Like, he talk like an abuser.
I'm not an abuser. I was making a joke about when he said abuse. I didn't know he was talking about emotional abuse. But in the household,
put your hands on kids.
Yeah, like I said, in a Caribbean household, licks or beating is what makes a lot of kids like them white tea kids that don't get any chastisement when they're kids. They grow up and they just be too disgusting with themselves. But let me tell you, I ain't care what you do. The one on top, whoever you're fucking him and Mr. Whoever, I ain't care.
Yeah, just like you don't kids, they can't defend themselves. Good job.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But that's what.
Say what you like.
Yeah.
Just like that lady, you ain't know me.
Yeah, but that's why. Yeah, saying that it's okay to lay your hands on a child.
I never said it was okay. I never said it was okay.
You literally did when you made your joke.
I said that word for word.
You said, hold on.
I said that word for word.
Hold on. And
I said that word for word.
Indigo, you crashing out.
I said that word for word.
You crashing out.
Words in my mouth, Dred. You putting words in my mouth, Dred.
You crashing out, sir. Calm down. I'm not crashing out.
I never said you was crashing out. You said I'm crashing out.
You are crashing.
All I said was I'm calm.
You're not calm. Oh. And you're being overly emotional. You're being triggered. Your emotions are heightened. Yes.
I ain't triggered.
Okay. You sound like it. If you're not, you should bring it down a little bit, right? Because what you and you're starting to try. I mean, it's getting worse. The gaslighting is getting worse, right? Because hold on, Indigo. The gaslighting is this. You said you made a joke that when we talked about abuse, when Michael brought up abuse of children, you said that's not abuse, that's discipline, right? I.e., can I not take from that you are okay with said discipline? Is that fair to assume that the man who said that that's not abuse, that's discipline, is okay with it? Correct? Because you think kids need discipline. And you just reiterated right now when you just reiterated it right now when you said that, yeah, in the Caribbean household, we got our heads knocked between the washer and dryer, and that's what made us good. And then white kids, they didn't. That's why they bad, right? So yeah, you're clearly okay with abusing children.
It's not. I'm not saying it's okay to abuse children. If you take your finger and you do a little flick, or you go sit,
that's abuse.
Go sit.
Yeah, that's abuse. Would you do that to your wife? Would you do that?
How do you take care of your kids?
I talk to them.
Yeah,
I talk to them. I talk to my kids. You do. Hold on, wait. Indigo. Do you not talk to your nieces?
Sitting there doing pure nonsense. You know you're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah, and that's why they said keep Indigo away from children. The crash outs be crazy. Jazzy said, "Tell Indigo to shut the fuck up." What up, TBA?
I'm much chilling, dog. I'm trying to, you already know how I feel about, you know what I'm saying, that whole, it's discipline talk. Because, let's be honest, man, we know some people that have been, well, we've heard some children that definitely disciplined to unalive men. Mm-hmm. So, really what I came up here and asked him was, what's the threshold?
He said a flick.
But what's a flickable offense?
If they're doing some nonsense, that's what he said. So just whenever you feel like it. It's whenever you feel like it, dude. Just your kids are pissing you off, give them a flick.
Man, it is crazy. Like, you know, and I guess, like, you know, coming from somebody who used to have that type of mindset to, like, man, it took BP to talk to me one day, and, you know, our children were very small, and she probably, you know, shared this with you before, but she was like, if they are too young to understand, why are we, you know, hitting them?
Yeah.
And if they're old enough to understand,
why not talk to them?
Why are we hitting them?
That's the logic. That's literally the logic that every parent that doesn't believe in hitting their kids, that's literally the logic that you come. I don't know if that's in a book. That's the exact same thing that I told myself 20 years ago when I thought about having kids. I was like, so if they can't understand you, why would you hit them? And then when they can't understand you, why wouldn't you just talk to them? Because you're going to need to talk to them. Even after you hit them, you have to talk to them.
Exactly.
So why not just circumvent the hitting part, start talking to them, and then you're good?
You think it would be simple as shit. You know what? It is, though. Like,
seems pretty easy.
It really is. Like, you know, especially like now being in the education field, and like you can tell the difference.
In what? Oh, the kids that get abused and the kids that don't? Yeah.
You can tell the difference.
They're way more regulated. The kids who don't get abused at home are way more regulated in class. My wife has told me about that many a times. Yeah.
Yeah. And then even the way that that the children that are more adjusted are less susceptible.
Yeah.
To
bullying and manipulation and yep.
And from abuse to from other adults.
Yep.
Like, man, look, we had this conversation off live one day, but I had to stop taking certain things to school because it's just I don't like the way certain adults look at certain children in certain aspects.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's sad. Yeah. It is frustrating when you're when you care. There's this, if you care about kids and you are around kids and you see that, like you just get mad at some point. You just be like, man, this is fucking crazy. What are you doing? These are babies. But okay, I want Michael to go.
Come back.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Michael.
Yeah. So I guess in my opening statement, I was trying to just say that I don't think you have to be a stepfather to be a biological father.
You don't have to be. Yeah, you don't have to be a stepfather.
I think they are two different skill sets.
You haven't told me how. I still don't know how there's two different skill sets because you need both of those.
Because the main one is with the stepfather has to bond with the other child.
You can bond with
that other child might not.
You can bond with the
child
child.
Might not want to be. Sorry.
You can bond with the child. How do you bond with? Do you have a girlfriend? How do you bond?
You can't though.
Wait. How do you, sir? How do you bond with anybody? How do you bond with if you can't bond? Listen to your logic. If you can't bond with the child, then how can you bond with the woman? How can you bond with your friends like that you've met? Are all of your friends the same exact friends that you had when you were 5 years old and or have you met friends as an adult, gotten to know them and bonded with them?
Well, of course, I've met other people and bonded with them.
Okay, then why can't you do that with the child?
No, because that's like the simplest straw man example ever. Because
how's that a straw man, sir?
Because I'm trying to give you a clear example of how you have to bond with someone else's child. You don't have the same legal parentship of that child, of someone else's child.
What does that have to do with bonding with them?
Different.
What does that have to do with bonding with them? See, that's projection. That's a straw man. What does that have to do with bonding with them? What does legalities have to do with bonding with children? You're just moving the goalposts all around. What are you talking about? Just be honest, bro. Think about it. Your logic doesn't make sense. It just got filleted. It's okay. It doesn't make any sense because you can bond with an adult. Why can't you bond with a child? Now you're moving it around talking about legalities. What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
I answer the question.
Yes, please. What does that have to do with it?
If the child doesn't want to bond with you, then what do? Do you force yourself to bond with that
I
child?
leave. I'm not going to even hold you, brother. If I met a woman and the children and I did everything that I possibly could do, right? And when I say everything, I'm talking about, I'm letting you know the extent to which that I would go to bond. I would beyond the normal, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to get to know them and spend time with them and all of that stuff, right? I would go to therapy with them. I would go to family therapy with them, with the mother, with the dad, everybody. I would get the whole family because there's something, I know that there's probably something else behind this. Why are you so reluctant to bond with me? Right? What's going on? Why don't you want to let me in? There's probably something else there. See what I'm saying? So let's go get to the bottom of this. I would go to therapy with them. You know what I'm saying? I would take time. I would do, try to work it out. If we can't figure it out, then I would leave. Because if I can't bond with the child, then I can't bond with the mother. That's just the reality. I don't care how much I love that woman. It would be terrible. I get it and all that stuff. It would be painful and all that shit. If I can't bond with her child, I'm leaving.
Okay, so is that true then that you not being able to bond with a child is completely independent of you being a biological father?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with me being a biological father. Them babies don't know you.
No, but your statement, statement's making the conflation of the two are the same. Your statement saying that you have to be, your statement saying that if you can't be a stepfather, then you can't be a biological father. So if you've done everything that you can, if you've done all those things, then by your logic, then you can still be a biological father. They are two
what?
Exclusive.
Wait. What are you saying? What are you saying? I don't know what you're trying to say. What are you saying?
Right. I'm saying that based on your story you just told me about how you would try to bond with a child, go to therapy, you would try all these things. Okay, but you could still be a biological father, right? At the same time.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't mean this in the most literal sense. I mean it more. Okay, you can't be an effective parent, right? Like, I don't think you can be a good father if you are unwilling to be a biological father. I mean, a stepfather. I don't think you can be a good biological father if you are the type of man that's out here talking about, I don't want to sign up for another man's responsibility. Like, if you're that man, then you don't see children as human beings, which leads me to believe that there is very little chance that you're going to be an effective, productive, good father to your own kids. That's all I'm saying. I don't understand. What are we talking about?
Well, your statement is kind of false, because you can be a father to your own children, but you can also not be a father to other children. You don't have to look after them. If you tried to be a stepfather and you did the same things that you did, that would make you a failure. That would make you a failed stepfather. Therefore, that would mean that you can't be a father. You can't be a biological father. If you've tried, based on your story, right, based on your argument, if you've tried to bond with that partner's child and you can't do it, and then you go and have children afterwards, therefore you shouldn't be having children because you can't bond with someone else's child.
I see what you're trying to say. No.
That makes you a failed stepfather.
No, I got you. No, wait.
That means you're a bad father.
No, wait. No, that's not what
that's what you just said.
That's not what I just said. That's not what I just said. I'm saying, once again.
You said if you can't. Well, let me repeat it before you go. You said if you can't be a good stepfather, or if you don't want to look after someone else's children,
if you don't want to look at it, I'm talking. Yes. So listen, it's about the approach. It's not about the, like, if I try to do all of that, I would think that I would, if a man told me that they did all of that and they were like, yeah, but I still couldn't bond and I left, I would think that man would be a phenomenal father. I'll be like, man, he's going to be a fucking great dad. Cause I wouldn't think it was him. I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would I believe that it was him that was the problem? I'll be like, it probably is not him.
Because you're making a false dichotomy of thinking that just because you can be a good stepfather means you're going to be a good biological father. Or,
if you can be a good stepfather, you will be a great biological father. Yeah.
Mike, I think you mentioned that. I think it's about mindset.
Hold on, wait. Let him go, Michael. Let TBA go.
That you mentioned is that the whole prompt is really about more so mindset than like an actual. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't think the prompt is saying that, you know, that if you fail as a stepfather, you'll fail as a biological father, anything like that. But it's more so about the mindset of fatherhood. Like, are you willing to be, you know, what that child needs in that life, in their life? Like, are you willing to be nurturing? Are you willing, you know, to be, you know, just a father for real?
Yeah.
And what I've experienced, I'm trying not to make stuff personal because I've seen my dad raise 6 kids that wasn't his, and you know, all of my have siblings that have other siblings that have no relation to me. They all call my dad dad.
Hold on.
You know.
Wait, real quick, TB. I just want to tell him, Wade, you're cycling. You gotta I think you gotta cut your camera on and off or something. Like, there you go. You good? All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry, TB.
Oh yeah. But no, it's just like, you know. So I've seen that mindset, and I'm, you know, it's really all about mindset, bro. It ain't necessarily about, you know what I'm saying, like, if you feel at bonding with a child, then
you're gonna not be able to bond with your child. Like, I don't think that.
Yeah. And I've seen plenty of children who have no bond with their parents regardless, and they look just like them. So it's all about the mindset, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
I know, and just so you know, Michael, biological fathers don't have a biological connection. Like, they don't have a connection to their kids. Like, that's why, men, it has to be deliberate. Like, if you want to bond with your kid as a man, you gotta go out. You gotta do mothers get a natural, you know, when they have kids, the body releases endorphins and yada yada yada, the bond and all of that. Like, with men, it's not like that. Like, we don't get that, right?
I'd rather you speak for yourself and not for me, if I'm being honest.
I'm speaking for the species of humans.
No, but there's no evidence for that.
There is evidence for that. What are you talking about? There most certainly is evidence for that.
You bond with your children way more than you bond with someone else's children. Like, from day one, you you will have a connection to your children more than
not
you have with someone
not
else.
chemically.
No. Hang on a second. Hang on. Can I ask you
Not
a question?
chemically. Mentally, yes. Not chemically.
All feelings are chemical. All feelings of love are chemical. The bond you have with your children it's a chemical reaction. It's not a logical reaction. It's such a chemical reaction. Let me ask you a question.
Everything
So
is chemical,
you've got children,
sir.
right? Let me ask you a question, please. Right? You've got children, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that from day one you already fell in love with your children, or are you saying that no, you didn't?
Me personally, yes, I did. I fell in love with my baby when he was in the womb.
Right, and love is not a rational thing. It's a chemical reaction. So, like in the same sentence, you've just said the same thing that I'm just trying to say. I'm saying to you that
you can love anybody when you, but hold on, Michael, by that logic, it doesn't matter if it's biological or not. Same thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying when women have kids, right, physically, when they have the child, their body releases endorphins. Their body literally releases chemicals to make them bond with the child, like because they know it's important for the mother and the child to bond like really quick. So right. I'm talking about like the baby comes out, boom, the body kicks in and it does what it does to help that child and that mother bond with each other, right? I'm saying for men, when that baby comes out, there is nothing that happens in you chemically, right? Now, if you're talking about now, hold on, wait, Michael. Now, wait. If you're talking about if you're talking about love and all of that shit, you can have that same reaction to a fucking stranger. It don't gotta be your kid. You could literally, a baby could come out and you could just be like, oh, I love this baby. Like, what are you talking about?
You're walking past children and you're looking at them, you say you love them? You don't do that. Nobody does that. Like, I can't believe what point you're trying to argue here. When you first saw your child when when they were born.
When I first saw my nephew and my niece, I fell in love with them. When I first saw my nieces and my nephew, I fucking held them. I had them little babies instantly. I didn't leave them.
But why did you feel in love with them?
Because I love babies, nigga.
No, you related to them.
Because I love kids.
Listen,
because babies need love. Like, what are you talking about?
Listen, I'm trying to say, listen, I don't want to repeat what you just said, okay? All I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, if you're being a stepfather, like being a stepfather and a biological father are not the same thing. They're different. You're simplifying it too much.
No, I'm
because
not.
If that was the case, every single relationship that involved a stepfather or stepmother would always work all the time, but they don't always work.
Why would that be the case?
Because the children or the mother or the father of the child or something in the dynamic doesn't work.
Sir.
Something stops you from working.
It's typically the man, which this is my whole point. The reason why it doesn't work the majority of the time is because the man doesn't fucking take the time to bond and connect with the kid. That's what I'm saying. And you can do that, whether that's your biological child. Michael, please. Michael, stop interrupting me, please. You can do that whether the child is yours biologically or not. That's the whole point. I don't need to be biologically attached to a child for me to love a child. That's crazy.
All right, can I ask your audience one question? Because it seems like most of your audience.
No, you can ask him in the chat.
Okay.
Because I'm talking to you, and we're all talking up here.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Okay,
okay.
Let me ask the question.
Okay.
So, for most of the women, like in the chat, if they meet a guy with
you got to ask them that, brother. You got to put that in the chat. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's not for us.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
You see what I mean? Why am I going to answer that? I can't answer that.
Fine. I'm going to the next question. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The next point I'll say is, look, at the end of the day, your statement and your thinking is just plain wrong because you're trying to equate two things that are just not the same. Just finding similarities.
Using the same,
they're not the same at all.
You haven't been able to justify.
They're not the same. They're not the same at all. Like
they are indeed the same. Let me explain how. Okay. It's very simple, right? If you choose to be in a relationship with somebody who has children, and you can't love those children as your own, there's a very good chance that you have an issue expressing love towards other human beings, child or otherwise.
No, that's wrong. That's not true. That's not true at all.
How is that not true?
I'm making it up. You just
making that up. That is so logical. Like what?
You're making it up. You're just making stuff up.
But I'm not.
That's not made up. What are you talking about? That's fucking like common sense.
You are just because you can't form a bond with someone else's children or love someone else's children. You don't love your children.
Let me tell you something about this. Let me tell you something about the majority of children, right? I have 8 of them, so I think I can speak pretty honestly on it. The vast majority of children just like people. They like people. And if they don't like you, it's something about you they don't like. And then you have to find out what that something about you it is that they don't like. And then address that.
Yep.
It's very simple.
Yep. But hey, my son don't like people. But this is why I love talking to my son, because like TBA said, my son, he's very well regulated. My son will tell you exactly why he doesn't like people, right? Especially like adults. Kids a little bit different, but adults, he has told me why he doesn't like people. And I'm like, oh, okay. And usually like he's like, yeah, I don't like such and such because they never pay attention to me. Like I go talk to them and they never, you know what I'm saying? Like I say hi and they like don't even say hi back. These are adults. Like I go and then like the mom, I go over there and she's always yelling at them. Like we don't, like I don't fucking ever yell at my son. So he's like, oh, like that's crazy. Like he doesn't understand. He just doesn't understand certain things because he's, it's foreign to him. He's like, yeah, that's crazy that I go over to my friend's house and their dad doesn't talk to me, because when he's at home, I talk to him all the time. And when I'm around his kid with his friends, I talk to his friends all the time. Right. And when my little nieces and nephews come over, my cousins come over, I'm playing with them. I kick it and we talk and I play and I interact with them. Right. Because they're fucking people. Like who the fuck wants to talk to adults all the time? Like kids are way more interesting. So I go kick it with the kids and, no, I don't think anybody else's kids are saying that about me, but I hear other people. I hear my son say that about other adults all the time. Right. He'll tell me what it is. It is because people don't view children as human beings. They want kids to be seen and not heard, right? I like both. I like to see kids and hear them. I think they're funny. It's cool kicking it with them. Like I don't know what the fuck y'all be tripping off of. So for me, I can bond with any child. You know what I'm saying? Like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, there's no child that I can't bond with. If I want to bond with the child, I can bond with any child. That's what I believe, right? You don't believe that? You think I had to skeet in their mama so I could bond with them? That's on you. That's on you, Michael. I don't feel like that though. Kids are fucking awesome and they're people. The same way I bonded with Jones, the same way I bond with TBA. I bond with adult males, I bond with adult women, like, what are you talking about? Why does it have to be fucking my fertilizer why do I have to be connected to that child? That's all I'm saying. And you're trying to make it into this weird argument of like, oh, well, everything is chemical. Yeah, I get that. But there isn't a chemical response, right? That the body creates when your child is born, when you're a male. Nothing happens in you chemically. Nothing. Right? Whatever happens in you is you choose to love a person. You choose to love a person. That is not a natural reaction. You choose to love. Love is deliberate. Love is very deliberate and intentional. You choose to love people, right? So if I see my child and I love them, I choose to love that child. When a woman has a baby, it don't matter whether she wants to or not, her body releases chemicals. That's the difference. Do you not see what I'm saying when I mention that? That's what I was talking about. So it was a weird take that you had when you said, oh, well, when you see, are you telling me that when you saw your child, you didn't instantly fall in love with them or whatever? It's like, yeah, I deliberately chose to love my children.
But that's because you said that loving children. You said women form a chemical bond with their children.
And it don't last forever, Michael. I want to be clear too. That initial chemical bond that women have in their that chemical reaction that women, it doesn't last forever. There's a bunch of women who have never bonded with their kids as well, right? It doesn't last forever. It's just the body is trying to give you a chance to connect with that child, to bond with that child, because that is going to increase the chances of survival.
But why did you fall in love with your children when you first saw them over someone else's children who's not in your family?
Who said that I didn't? Who told you I didn't though?
Wow, come on, man.
In regards to this conversation,
Who told you I didn't? Go ahead, Wade. Go ahead, Wade. Hold on, let Wade go.
I mean, I'm a bit younger than you guys, so I kind of, when I came in here, I kind of read the question a bit wrong. I don't have any kids of my own yet, so just my personal, when I'm, just how I feel. I'm not gonna be a stepdad to no kids. I don't got no kids of my own. Now, when I have kids,
Oh, you don't want kids at all, then, right?
No, I do.
Oh, okay.
I'm 28. I'm just waiting to get a little bit more stable in life before I do. But as of right now, I don't think I just personally can't be a stepdad if life didn't push me that way. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want my own kids. Now, if I have kids and shit happens in life, then I go down that route. But
you don't have a problem with being a stepfather. You just wouldn't prefer to be a stepfather.
Yeah, no, yeah.
No, wait. Would you be a stepfather?
Now, no.
Not now. You don't want kids now, so that makes sense. I'm saying ever. Yeah, he's saying ever.
If life happens and that's the way life happens, and and then if I have a kid and my partner has a kid, then I mean, I got no choice then, I got a
How
kid.
about if your partner has a kid before you meet them and you don't have a biological children?
Me personally, in the way my dating life is set up, if a woman has a kid, then I already know.
You're not dating.
I'm gonna date him. We're gonna have fun, but I ain't really gonna take
Wait.
it serious.
Wait.
Why?
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
So you would date a woman, but not take her quote unquote serious. What?
Well, what do we mean by date?
What do you mean by date? I thought we taking the woman out on dates, getting to know them.
Yeah, we'd have fun, but like in terms of like long term.
So you would sleep with a woman that has kids.
Yeah.
If you sleep with the woman that has kids, you do realize that you have the potential to have kids with that woman, right?
Yeah, and if that happens, then
yeah.
Hey, then
so why would you be willing to sleep with the woman, potentially have children with the woman that already has kids, but you wouldn't help or you wouldn't want to be, or you would be unwilling to be in a committed relationship with that woman?
These dudes are wicked, bro.
Like, what are you saying for real? Like, you got to understand that that's fucking crazy, right? Like, that's crazy.
Okay, and maybe that is crazy.
Yeah, that's diabolical. Even that's I don't want to say crazy is vague. That's what
I don't want your kids around, so you're gonna have to come to my house and find somebody.
So every woman you don't have a fling with, you was on her kids.
I didn't have flings with. I stopped dating when I was 23. I met my wife with 24. I met my wife when I was 23.
How old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
43.
Yeah, I'm 43 too, and like most of my life I've been married. So
yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'm kind of in my.
Yeah, you hit the wall, nigga. I'm just.
I'm in my mid-20s.
I'll just mess with you, dog.
I'm in my mid-20s, so maybe that's why our mindset.
You ain't in your mid-20s. You in your late 20s.
Hey,
time almost up.
Yeah, time almost up. But I would listen. I'm not trying to, I'm saying be a red.
He's 32.
He said I'm in my late. He said I'm in my late 20s. I'm 30.
Nah, I just wouldn't have it. I wouldn't. Preferably my preference, I'd want to be a real dad before a stepdad. But like
both are dads. Real dads and stepdads are still. They're all real dads. So
I was about to say stepdads are real dads. Like, what kind of nonsense?
Stepdads are dads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just want my own kid. My bad.
No, I hear you, but okay. So let's unpack this a little bit because I think this is interesting. Why?
Wait.
Go ahead, Michael. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Wade, the reason you really wouldn't want to have a relationship with a woman with children is because you feel like those children aren't your responsibility. Is that true or not?
That's a loaded question, but
no, I actually think that's a fair question.
Yeah, like
I actually think that's a fair question.
If I'm just having a fling with a woman, and you know what I'm saying, I'm not really trying to deal with her. I mean, I'm not really trying to deal with her kids like that. Like, I'll let her know straight up. Hey, there's just.
But hold on, wait. Can you answer his question directly though?
What did he say again?
Ask the question again, Michael.
I said, is the reason why you don't want to have a long-term relationship with the women with children because you don't want those children to be your responsibility?
Yeah, I don't really want to do the whole stepdad thing if I can avoid it.
Why?
Because and maybe this is just me projecting a bit, but like I said,
you know, I had a stepdad. You know, it didn't really. You know what I'm saying?
He was shitty.
Really huh?
He was shitty.
Yeah.
Me too.
And I kind of know how it feels when.
What about your real daddy?
Oh, he's cool. No, me and him are cool.
So your real. Hold on, wait. So you had a shitty stepfather, but a good, but an involved real biological father.
Yeah.
Why did you? Who did you live with?
Because I lived with my mom. So my mom, you know, got remarried after my parents divorced when I was real young. And then my stepdad at first was cool, but then he got kind of weird. He would like kind of prefer his own kids over me and try to downplay me. And then it just got real weird.
Oh, I believe. Hold on, by the way, I believe this. This is like a known thing. So don't anybody in the comment. I don't think you capping at all. I'm just trying to figure out why didn't you go live with your biological father then?
Oh, because it was just either because when my mom lived, the school district was a lot better. You know, my dad lived in kind of Brooklyn, so it was just a more stable environment for me to just go live with my mom out in the suburbs.
Was it stable though? If you were suffering abuse,
I'm talking about. When I say stable, I'm talking about, you know, good schools, less crime, like you know, statistically stable, not really.
But in the home, it wasn't as stable.
Yeah.
Why? And you told your dad this, and what did he do about it?
Me and my stepdad really started to like. It kind of hit a breaking point when I was in high school. So, you know, towards the ending of finishing up my high school, I would just, you know, because I went to private school growing up, you know, Catholic school, whatever. So it was just more. So on the weekends, I go be with my real dad, but during the week, it would just make more sense because my mom's was lived close to the school and whatnot.
But what did your daddy do?
What do you mean?
What did he do when you told him, "Hey, this nigga is neglecting me and he favoring his kids over me"?
See, my dad couldn't really do nothing because let me rephrase this. Cause my dad, he was about to beat my stepdad ass, but my dad was a former Marine and he was, you know, police officer. So if he really put hands on the old boy, it wouldn't have ended.
Why you gotta beat him up?
Because my stepdad would usually talk shit to my real dad.
But he didn't have to.
But hold on, they couldn't just have a conversation.
Yeah,
my stepdad was kind of an asshole.
So why would he take you from that situation?
Wait, sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, I've got a question. Would you say that even though your stepfather didn't have a good relationship with you, was he a good father to his own children?
He couldn't be.
That's kind of debate.
He couldn't be. You can't be a good father to your kids and neglecting your kids. You can't. Wade was his child. That's what you're not understanding, Michael. Wade was his child. If he was neglecting Wade, he was not a good father. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It doesn't. You don't get to separate them. That's the thing. That's what I'm telling you. He had to. And Michael. Hold on. Wait. Before I lose this thought, Michael, this is a perfect time to articulate this, right? So this is what I'm saying. Wade, the reason why your stepfather was such a shitty stepfather or father, right, to you, was probably because he felt the way about kids that aren't quote unquote his biological kids or his own, right? As you do right now. Just so you know. Now, do you see what I'm saying, Michael? That type of attitude is what leads to the abuse of the children in the house, right?
So now with that being said, I just, you know, me personally, I would just, because it was some bullshit going up, so I would just, me personally, I would just avoid that type of situation altogether, if possible.
I know, but go ahead, TBA.
I was really about to say, hey, but you know, the alternative is if you were in that situation to just be a better stepfather than what.
That's all you gotta do. You know your stepfather was shitty. Why don't you just do the opposite of what your stepfather did?
Me personally, like I said,
Hey, wait, have you gone to therapy, bro?
Back then, yeah. Now I'm good.
Nah, that ain't how it works. That ain't how that shit work, baby boy. I ain't gonna hold you. You gotta spend a block on that lady, man. You gotta go sit on that lady couch another, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit.
Anyway, I don't want to, because now I'm looking at the comments they pointed out to me. They pointed out to me to be the bad guy because I don't want to be a stepfather.
I don't think you're the bad guy in this situation because you haven't harmed anybody yet. Your stepfather definitely is the bad guy thus far.
Hey,
He harmed the women he was playing games with. You know, that's who he harmed.
Your stepdaddy is a problem. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Yeah, but me personally, listen, I just had bad experience with step parents. So me personally, I'm just not gonna, like I said, if life happens and life happens, I'm gonna be a good father either way. But I just personally, we're just kind of, you know,
you want to avoid that.
But bro, until you unpack your own personal trauma, which we can all tell sitting here listening to you that you haven't, you're not going to have the ability, you know what I'm saying, to be the good father you believe yourself to be. You're just not.
That's fact.
I mean, I guess I don't have kids, so maybe.
Let me read this real quick. Give me a second. Mixed paycheck. Tati said, kids just want to be treated like humans. That's a fucking fact. We got to start treating kids like humans. Allie, it's not opening up your thing. I don't know what's going on. When you send it in that message, it's not letting me view it. That personalized note, I don't know it's black. Teresa said, single dads, they're proud of rely on women taking on another woman's responsibility. The U.S. government has a fatherhood initiative because they don't bond. Biological fathers don't be bonding with their kids, y'all. I've been trying to tell y'all. Biological fathers don't bond with their kids. I'm not joking. Y'all think I'm playing. Michael, listen to me, bro, when I tell you this shit. Biological fathers do not bond with their kids. So it don't matter if you're a biological father or a stepfather.
Does that count for you though?
No, why are you making it about every father? It's not every dad.
Right. Because you're using. Can I give y'all a statistic?
General, hold on, wait. Time out, y'all. Time out. Wait. Michael, you're a mathematician. What does generalize mean?
It means that you're saying father.
No. What does the word generalize mean in this context?
It means you're applying it to the entire population of
fathers.
Nope,
that's not what it means. General is most. General is not absolute. General is not absolute.
We said absolute. I didn't say it's absolute.
You just said, hold on, say what you said. You just said, I'm applying it to the entire population. That is absolution. The entire is absolution, sir. So what I'm saying is not an absolute. I'm talking about men in general. Most men don't bond with their kids. Most men don't bond with their kids. But they don't. Most men do not bond with their children. I'm sorry if that's fucking ruffling some feathers. Most men don't bond with their kids, bro. They don't. They would show up more if they did. That's how I know. I know by the amount of time that men don't spend with their children that men don't bond with their kids. Why do you think women spend more time with
the term spoke?
No, you good. Go ahead, Jones.
Does that count for you though?
You never heard the term speaking in generalities, Michael? You never heard that term speaking in generalities?
Sorry, what's that? Sorry, what did you say?
I said you've never heard the term speaking in generalities?
Yeah, it's a very easy way to just lump a lot of people into one group without being very...
Yeah, most. Yes, most. Not all, though. Most. Not all.
Yeah, but what does most mean? What does most mean?
Okay, I'm going to tell you.
90%?
Most men.
90%? What is most?
Most men, within 5 years of divorcing their spouse, literally don't reach out and contact with their children at all.
Most.
Yeah, but when you say most, what does it mean? What is that as a number? Give me a percentage.
Over 51, over 50%. That's what most means.
51% then. That's 49%.
That's too many. That's too many. 51%, Michael. That's too many, brother.
That is still generalization.
But sir, hold on. Time out, y'all. Hold on. Time out, Michael. I need for you to really understand this. Over 51% of men not contacting their kids after a divorce is what? How? That's not too many. What percentage is okay with you? What percentage of men are you okay with divorcing or leaving that woman and then not having contact with their kids? Like what? That's crazy. 20% is astronomical. 1 out of 5 is crazy. 1 out of 5 is crazy. 1 out of 5 men just after they get divorced or after they, whatever, they like don't have contact with their children. 1 out of 5, like that number is astronomical. Most, oh my God, that's crazy.
Looking at the comments, okay, maybe I am a bad person for just having casual flings with.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're terrible for that. I ain't gonna even hold you. That's crazy. Stop Stop doing that shit immediately. That's over. You gotta dead that shit today.
About that. If we agree that it's casual, and you know what I'm saying,
oh, that's different. But if you was leading them to believe that you're seeking a relationship of some kind, but you're not taking them seriously, because that's how you said it, bro. You said, oh, I'm not going to take them. I'll date them, but I'm not going to take them seriously. Dating means that you intend to continue, you know what I'm saying, like build a relationship with this person. Now, if y'all just saying that, if y'all are just saying, hey, yo, I'm trying to smash it and go, that's something completely different.
Because Jones, wouldn't that mean that the women also aren't taking him seriously? Because it's a mutual thing? Yeah, so whatever, right? That's fine. Yeah.
Like last woman I dealt with kids, she just said she asked me when I wanted. I'm like, listen, I just want some casual. She said,
hey, why y'all hate baby mama so much, but y'all be sleeping with them?
Because of that.
Like, this shit is wicked, bro. Like, this shit is crazy to me. Y'all be hating baby mothers, but be sleeping with them. Like, my nigga, you don't think that sound crazy? That's not nuts to you. That's fucking nuts. To me, that's crazy. I don't know about to y'all. That's pretty crazy to me.
I mean, if she's a baby mama, then maybe the pussy was good if she a baby mama. Shit.
I know, I get all of that, but hold on. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me get this straight. This is what I just did the video on this. You know that the vagina is only as good as the person it's attached to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason you like her, you said, oh, the vagina is good. It's because she's good. She's a good person. You like her.
Yeah, she's a good person, yeah.
So why wouldn't you? I'm sorry. I'm about to let me calm down. I'm an adult. So why wouldn't you take her seriously? This is so interesting. Like, what is happening now?
Not in this phase of life right now. I just live life on my own terms. I like to travel, and me doing a job that I have, I'm barely home as it is. I'm always on the ocean because I work on ships. That's why.
Got you.
Yeah, but wait. If she had no children, would you have a long relationship with her?
Still, probably not. I mean, I don't see myself getting tied down until I'm in my 30s. I only got 1 or 2 more years left. So when I'm in my 30s, and you know what I'm saying, then the clock's ticking and I'm getting old.
Bro, you're 36, man. Chill out.
I think you said he in his mid-30s.
Me, I'm 28.
Jazzy said, put your degree on, Michael, put your degree on live, fuck nigga.
Wait, like what? You put my degree on live?
Nah, they said Michael. They said Michael, put your degree on live, fuck nigga.
They say me. They say no. Look,
that man said he's a mathematician, but these math terms, he's struggling with some of these math terms. I ain't a mathematician.
No, I'm not struggling with.
I'm not a mathematician. I would never. Hold on. Respond to the comments in the comments. Hold on. Juniper said, isn't it higher abuse from dads with SA neglect? Yeah, definitely higher abuse from dads. Osa said he is a magician, not a mathematician. And Timmy said they just can't say, my bad, I'm sorry. I don't know why they can't. And Timmy said most men should be avoided at all costs. It's looking wicked right now. Nigel said adults expecting children to navigate the world the same as them is insane. You have a pregnancy scare every new relationship you enter. Be fucking for real. Jay Lovely Nicole said biological kids don't always bond with their parents. That's exactly. Jay Lovely said he thinks by being the bio parent, you can do whatever you want to your child and they'll still love and deal with you unconditionally. And that's not always the case. I think that's the inference that.
Okay, yeah, I didn't say that.
Okay, hold on. Let me read these, y'all. And I'm gonna let y'all go. I got super chats. Tonight said dating a woman with kids to quote unquote have fun with her, like she doesn't have another human who depends on her well-being. She's not a toy. Oh man. Dark Oracle said soulless men trying to understand love is sick. Now here's the thing. Here I gotta go back to this comment from Nigel. The way that y'all be playing with these, like the callousness in which that you guys talk about this is pretty wild, Wade. I ain't gonna even hold you. And Michael, the way that y'all talk about this, like you talk about people as if they are math equations, it's kind of off-putting to say that. And I'm a man, but I'm definitely like, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like that's
bro, it's the dehumanization, bro. It's the
exactly, Jones. It's the dehumanization.
You don't see them as human beings.
Yep. It's kind of
and that's why well, I mean, at least here in the United States, is the reason why we're in the situation that we're in right now is because the only people that are seen as human or worthy of respect are men, and it's predominantly white, cisgender, heterosexual men. Everybody outside of that, fuck them.
Fuck them. If you a black man, though, of course you're gonna see other black men as human beings, right? But we don't see women and children as human beings. Jerry Jordan said they get up there and bitch about single mothers and say they wouldn't date them, but will waste her time. A woman whose time is most precious, a mother. Exact. Damn. Say that shit again. You waste. Never mind. But hey, but in his defense, so he says the women are on board for it too. But here's the thing. Here's a problem that I have with that though. Why I have a problem believing that these women, that you're not wasting these women time, is because one thing I know about single mothers is their standards typically for men. I don't know. You know what? I take that back. I don't know if this is how it is, but I believe this. I think that single mother standards for men are higher than when they're single. So saying that they are like just sleeping with some random dude who has no interest in them and they have no interest in him, you know, like, I don't know, maybe I'm, you know what I mean? Like, sounds a little weird, but I could be wrong. But that's what I'm saying. This could be my, like, there's no evidence. I don't know. There's no evidence of this. I don't know. It's just how I look at single mothers, and the single mothers I know is completely anecdotal. I will acknowledge that. Maybe you're meeting the women that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? I would ask you, are you deliberately trying to find these women? Could that be the case?
Me? No. I just come across who I come across.
Interesting.
I'm not a single mom hunter.
Okay, so is it fair to say then, like, after this conversation we've had, that you can't really stand by your statement because you haven't? I mean, it doesn't make sense to say that you, if you can't be a stepfather, then you can't be a biological father at the same time. Because, like, sorry, not at the same time, but I'm saying just like separately, those two things are completely different.
They're not.
We agree, right?
No, I don't know why you keep going to that. And this happens often. And this, wait, Michael, this happens often, right? I take all of this time explaining exactly what I'm saying. And this is what I said earlier about, like, when I said, like, kids aren't hard-headed, but adults are, like, you are being hard-headed. Like, I've explained this thoroughly. The conversation has progressed so far beyond that point you tried to make 30 minutes ago. Like, I don't even know why you're bringing it back up. No, what I said still stands. It is about the mindset of a man like Wade or you who feel like, I don't want to take care of another man's responsibilities because you don't see children as human beings. And I'm connecting that dot, and I'm just taking the next logical leap, which is, if you don't see children if you don't see other people's children as human beings, you probably won't see your own children as human beings. You probably will see your kids. No, it's not crazy, Wade. The reason why you want your own kids is because you think your kids will be your property. The reason why men like you are so attached to this idea of having my own kids is because you think your kids are your property. Why do you want kids, Wade?
I want to extend my.
Hold on, no. All right, go ahead, Michael. Give Wade some time because he don't know. He was already about to say something that didn't make no sense. Go ahead, Michael.
Extend my family lineage. I want to extend my last name. You know, I just want to have a biological child.
Yeah. So you want to see him as your. So you talking about your property then? Like I said. Okay. Go ahead, Michael. Thank you for proving my point. Your lineage. You want them to have your last name, which what does last names signal in the patriarchy?
That's my son.
Exactly. No. Your son, see? And you even picked out the gender of your child. The Freudian slips be Freudian.
My son gonna have my last name forever. My daughter, she's gonna
what's your last name? What's your last name? Hey, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. Hey, bro, could you imagine being super excited to give the name of your former slave owner?
The slave owner's last name. Crazy. Wade Smith. You gonna have little Wade Smith Jr. Got him. I love that. Smith. We're the Smiths. Like, name fucking name. What are you talking about? Your last name? The reason why you want the reason why you said that though is because last names, I know a part of the patriarchy is the children's lineage, the lineage is tracked through the father, right? Which is stupid because, you know, it's always the mama's baby. It's always the mama's baby, right? But you know, the dad, you know, whatever. So it should be matrilineal, but that's not.
So advice you could give me, because listen, I'm not trying to up here be toxic. I'm trying to learn.
I got you.
So going forward, the best thing for me to do, which is normally what I usually do, is just date women without kids.
Definitely date women without kids. Also, stop playing in any woman's face, because very much it sounded like you playing in these women's face. That's me. That's my, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting.
And I fully admit I'm not perfect. I've done wrong by women, and I learn from my mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not out here trying to be like I fucked up several times, and that's me. You know, I apologize. I learn from it. I try to, you know what I'm saying? So,
but you didn't learn nothing though, because you came up here and you saying the things you saying with your full-blown grown chest, and I'm like, had you learned from it, I don't think you would be saying the things.
I still stand by what I said, but
contradiction.
You open my eye.
Okay, go ahead, Michael. Michael wants to tell us why he wants to have kids. I want to know. I'm interested. Hold on. Wait. Let me read these. Aqua said Darwin was right about nature weeding out idiots. It definitely is. Darwin was not right. He actually went back on his own. And Tilly Purple said Wade's bio father didn't care, nor did his stepfather. Jesus Christ. Dark Oracle said, please leave women with kids alone. If you gonna play in their face. And Tilly said, hurt people. It's that statement is definitely proven to be so. Bonji Baby said, quote, I'll start treating people with respect when I'm 30, end quote. It don't work like that, bro. So Nitro said, every day I'm here, I grow more and more. Thankful to be queer. Hey, ho, heterosexuality has got to go. Hey, man, don't shit. Why you got to shit on us heteros, man? I know we bad, but goddamn.
They shitting on me, bro.
They is. Miss Paycheck said, because men don't respect women or single moms, which is seeming like that's the case. Okay, go ahead, Michael. Hold on, let Michael go. Let Michael go. I want to hear him tell us why he wants to have kids.
I would want to have children because I've met a partner who I can have children with. And that's why I'd like to have children, so that we can have a family. It's not about having a last name or like ownership, but I know we've had this long debate for like the last hour or so, but I do disagree with your statement, because I do have seen plenty of people who've tried to be.
You have not been able to justify your argument thus far, so it doesn't matter if you disagree.
I did though. I know you haven't.
You have not. You have not, Michael. I swear to God, you have not done it.
Michael, can I talk? Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna let you go. I just want you to understand that there's nothing altruistic about having children. Like, having children is the most selfish thing that a human being can do. Literally, it's all self-indulgence. All of it. Every single time. Nobody's had a child altruistically. Never, not once.
Okay, and what's your point?
Children is selfish. I made my point. Very clear.
Okay, and then what?
So if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody that has children, right? That's all the more reason, because none of these children has to be here. That's all the more reason to exhaust all efforts, right? To make sure that you and that child have a strong bond, or you know what I'm saying?
Is it my child or the other relationship? You were very clear.
Doesn't matter whose child.
I think it does matter. Doesn't matter who's my state.
Jesus H. Christ, bro.
Listen, you're not making sense here. I'm sorry, but you didn't make sense there at all. Like that was not coherent. That was not coherent at all. Because if you hear from the beginning, you'd know what I said, right? You would know exactly what I said. You wouldn't be saying that.
The rest of you understood it, right?
No, it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense at all. Anyway, as I was saying, I disagree with the statement, because I've seen plenty of people who've tried to be step parents failed, but then they'd have their own children, and they have great families.
How old are you, Michael?
Children, and Those two are just not linked at all.
Michael, how old are you?
Those two are not linked at all. There's no.
Yeah, because I feel like you're lying right there. I've seen lots of people. You've seen lots of people. Like, I mean, you've been studying this and analyzing. You know what I'm saying? Whether they were good step parents and I mean, bad step parents and good real parents. And you haven't been studying this.
Those
so
two
why are you
things
lying
so
to us?
separate.
What are you paying for lying to all of these random people you don't even know?
At the end of the day, you can not necessarily say that you have to be a step parent to be a good biological parent, because
Nobody
those two
said that.
things are just not the same things.
Nobody said that.
The statement is saying that if you can't be a stepfather, then you can't be a biological father, which is such a weird position to hold.
If you are saying again, for I think this might be the fourth time, if you are the type of person that says, "Oh, I can't be no stepdaddy," then you can't be a biological father. You're gonna be trash as a biological father.
Yeah, and I'm saying that's such a weird way of looking at like how life works. That's so weird.
Michael, like I told you before, bro. And like, you know, it's about a mindset of fatherhood. It's not saying that if you don't have the capability of loving somebody else's child, that you can't possibly love your own. But even if you take the sample size that we have.
Wait, TBA, you've just said what I've been saying. You've literally just repeated what I've been saying. You've literally just said that.
Okay.
Like, why is it why is it okay for you to say it? Why is it okay for you to agree with me, but then he can't, the host can't? I don't understand.
Michael,
So,
did you just yell at Jones for interrupting you?
What, sorry?
Did you just yell at Jones for interrupting you?
I didn't yell, but okay, carry on. Sorry.
Let that man finish what he's saying. Please. Go ahead, TBI.
But yeah, I don't think we're saying the same thing. Like, we're not saying that, you know, being a stepfather is a prerequisite to becoming a biological father. We're not saying that. We're not saying that, you know, we're not saying that at all. We're talking about the mindset of fatherhood. So we're saying that if you don't have the mindset of fatherhood to be able to take care of someone else's child, if you're put in that particular situation, then you don't have the mindset of fatherhood to be a good parent to your own child. So, like, let's take the sample size that we have up here. Because, like, I know you're big on math, but probably not so big on English comprehension. So, Wade said earlier that he had a not so good stepdad. So then when we asked him, hey, was he, a good dad to his biological children? There was a pause there. It wasn't just an automatic, oh, yeah, he was a great dad.
Biological.
What using the sample size that we had, Wade was like, well, I wouldn't necessarily say that. So that, you know, that aha moment that you was looking for, I think it was right there. I think that was the aha moment that you're missing.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna read this. Jay Lovely said, men tell single moms, quote, I hope to have kids of my own, end quote. Hoping the moms take the hint that they don't want to be a step parent, and the relationship will be quote unquote casual, not actually coming out and saying they don't want a relationship. Is that what is that what you're doing?
Doing what?
Men tell single moms, are you telling single moms, I hope to not have kids? I mean, I hope to have kids of my own. Is that what you're telling them?
Yes, absolutely.
Is that what you're telling these women?
Nah.
Hell no, bro.
And you like, not yet. I'm about to put that in play. Now, leave my dog.
Look, I'll be honest with you. Maybe if we could get like on, because I feel like you'd be a good mentor to me. Maybe I'll send you text messages between some of these women, and then you can evaluate if I'm an asshole or whatever.
That sounds fair to me.
Yeah. And maybe I am moving wrong as a man. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm open to criticism. You know?
I like that though. Hey, I like that. I ain't gonna even hold you. I like that. Ali said, I hope he has a limp dick for the rest of his days.
Oh, me or Michael?
I think that could have went to either one of you. I ain't gonna even hold you, but I'm thinking that was for you, Wade. Jazzy said, if Timmy had 5 apples on Michael. All right, go ahead. Let Hustler. Oh, damn. Cash Me Outside said, everything about Mike is surface level. He has no depth. Go ahead, 1804 Hustler.
Yeah. I disagree with the prompt, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Why?
I've had a stepmother for a
Mhm.
and he didn't treat me well.
Okay.
Not nearly as well as he treated my sister. Examples, for example, as far as like, you know, the way she played with her, like she didn't spend time, she didn't take the quality time to spend with me, to get to know me, you know. So I feel like here's my perception of it. If I'm in a situation where I'm dating a woman and she has, you know, she has kids, I'll be more than happy and willing to be a part of those kids' lives and do my father due diligence, as long as their father is either not in the picture at all, or you know, where I have it's only my
Nigga, you got kids. Hold on. 1804. You a baby daddy, nigga. Man, get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
I can't control them little muck that I don't want.
That's crazy. That's bad.
That's crazy.
But look,
Y'all niggas steady be interrupting a nigga that don't even allow a nigga to finish, bro. You feel me? Like, damn, allow me to fucking finish, bro.
My bad, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. My fault. My fault.
Yes, I have kids, bro, but you know what? My kids are not being raised by another man because I'm here. I'm not going to allow another man to come in and do the job that I'm here to do. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like we can't have two men raising, having input on a child. Like no, I have a certain one that I want. No, nigga, stop fucking.
Hold on, wait. Go. Wait. Go ahead, 1804.
No, but go ahead, bro. Because this nigga steady be interrupting people, bro.
Come on, man.
I didn't interrupt him the first time. The first time on TVA and Mike.
It was me. I interrupted him the first time.
Dog, I've been on mute.
Hold on, it was me. It was me because I said it was me.
You may disagree with what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, everybody has their own ways of want to raise kids. Everybody has their own ways, bro. Not your way may not be the only way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what's wrong with me saying, hey, you know what? I want my kids to be with me. I want my kids to.
If you really believe that 1804. If you really believe that, then hold on. If you really believe that, why you ain't still with them? Why you still ain't with them baby with them baby's mother?
Nigga, you telling a whole lie. You feel me? You saying why I'm not with her?
Mm-hmm. How am I know? Wait. I didn't say put a handcuff on her. I didn't say put a handcuff on her. You didn't show up. Hold on, 1804. You didn't show up for your baby, for the mother of your children. That's why y'all not together.
That's incorrect.
Oh my God.
You can't make assumptions, bro.
All right, man.
You can't make assumptions.
This kid's in another state.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew that's what it was.
I know it. You want to go ahead? Since you're the perfect dad. You want to go ahead?
Oh, no, I didn't say that. I never said no shit like that.
I was going, who the perfect dad?
Every time a nigga come on here and start to say something, this is the same shit that you go back to. Man, you the same person, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, everybody go through shit, bro.
You want me to say why don't you, bro? Like,
no. All I'm saying is, bro, why the fuck are you opening your mouth and talking while I'm speaking, fam? I don't interrupt you.
My apologies, bro. Listen, send me a PO box. Send me an address. I got a whole bunch of tissue with the lotion in it, the good kind, because I stock up. I'll send you like 3-4 boxes.
Yeah, let's get rough around it. Hey, hold on.
I'm not emotional, fam.
I got you. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna let you. I got you. I want to get back on topic though, because this is derailing the whole conversation. I want to wait. Hold on. Let me read these. Aqua Area said, Black Purple Astro, he definitely wasn't neglected stepchild. Baji Baby said, whatever happened to, hold on, I got to mute y'all up. Y'all got a lot of background. Baji Baby said, whatever happened to dating who you're actually into and only talking about that? That's never happened, Baji. Y'all do know that dating is like 100 years old, right? Like dating didn't even exist before. Like dating is like really new. We did not date. Like dating was not a thing before like the industrialization of America. It was like dating is really new. It's really, really, really new. Yeah, people were not, that wasn't like people never did that, I don't think. Men who supposedly don't date single moms do a hell of a lot of talking about them. And they do a hell of a lot of hunching them, Bonji. They love hunching on single baby mothers, but then they don't love them. They want to hunch on them, they don't want to talk to the babies. Like what? Until he said abusers on purpose is diabolical. That's crazy. F Patriarchy said Michael is a no nuance Nelly. Aqua said the audio sounds like an AM station again. That's I think that was 1804 because I think he talking through a styrofoam cup or some shit. Sound crazy. Cosmic said the audio is a bit choppy. It keeps going in and out. Then the callers ain't talking. Okay, we'll see if it gets better. Crystal said these niggas okay. Allow another man. Crazy work. So 1804. I definitely want to address something you said. You said you don't want to allow another man to raise your babies.
I just prefer. Maybe let me get my word. I prefer for me to be the one to raise my kids as their father. I don't see what's wrong with that.
Then why? Okay, I got to ask you. So this is a serious question. Then why are you not with their mother?
Like I said, bro, I can't force someone to be with me.
But that don't answer my question. So the only way you could get so what you're telling me, 1804, is the only way you could have gotten the mother of your children to stay with you would be to physically restrain her. There was nothing you could have done prior to her leaving you.
Of course not. No.
Okay, so why did I'm not even asking you to tell me what you did. Hold on, wait, 1804. I'm not even asking you to tell me what you did. What I'm saying is though, if you truly believe what you're saying, right? Then I'm saying you should have done more to make sure that you stayed with the mother of the children. That's what I'm saying. And I think that you saying this thing about like, oh, I just don't, I'd rather raise my kids is basically what you're saying is you don't want the mother of your children to get with another man. You're using the ploy that as a ploy, like to keep her away from dating, essentially. Like, I don't want no other man around my babies. But because like I said, I got to go back to this. If you really didn't want another man around your babies, you would have stayed with that woman. I didn't say you would have forced her to stay with you. I'm saying you would have done the things necessary to keep and make that woman happy, and y'all would have been together. That's what I'm saying. So I have a hard time believing that you actually do want to you actually do believe the thing you're saying. I actually don't think you believe that.
I think you are reaching for such a word argument there.
Hold on, wait. Go ahead,
I
Michael.
agree. Hold on.
Go ahead,
I
Michael.
agree with what you said.
Because the thing is, if the relationship breaks down for whatever reason, even if he tries to stay with her, the relationships can still fail. Like you can't.
Rarely.
You can't. It's not binary in the way that you're thinking.
I don't think it's binary.
No, but you're making it a binary
option. Ask him, am I wrong? Since you want to speak up for him, ask him, am I wrong? Go ahead. 1804. Am I wrong in what I just said?
Hold on. Let me. Listen, you're not. Listen, I fought hard and listen. I fought hard, cuz. You hear me?
Don't yell at me, nigga.
I'm not sitting up here talking about I'm keeping it. You can't force somebody to be with you. Like I said, one of the main reasons why she did leave was because I was at a point where you feel me, I wasn't really there. Like I was making money. You know what I'm saying? My time took it took. I was required to be elsewhere to bring to take care of the home.
So you neglected.
That's my fault.
Yeah. So you neglected. So you neglected and abandoned the mother of your children, and that is what I know. I'm saying this for Michael because I know you know. And that is what ultimately led to the dissolvement of his relationship, right? That's what happened, Michael. And you want to know? and wait, hold on, Michael. You know how I know? You know how I already knew that was the case? Ask me how I knew. Say, wait, how did you know it was his fault? Ask me, Michael. Ask me. No. 1804. Wait, mute up. Michael, ask me how did I know before? Because he never told me that. This is his first time we've had this part of the discussion. Ask me. I know you're wondering. Well, how did he know that? Do you want to know how I knew that, Michael?
No.
No, you don't care.
It's not that I don't care. I'm just saying that the way that you frame questions or you put people in a situation to give an answer that might not necessarily preclude what you're thinking doesn't mean that that's what happens. You know, like what I'm just trying to say is like at the end of the day. No, I'm just saying that.
What?
I'm saying that if you end up in a relationship, whether it's 1804 or not, if relationships fail for whatever reason, it doesn't necessarily mean that.
So you're just going to repeat the thing you said as if that's a new point. I just said I knew that 1804, right? I rebutted what you said. This was my rebuttal to that. Oh, you're just, the relationships just fail. Relationships don't just fail. There's reasons why relationships fail, right?
Of course they can fail.
I didn't say of
we
course.
Agree, right? We agree on that point, right? The relationships can fail, right? Yes or no?
Yes. Why do relationships fail is the question, sir.
For multiple reasons. It depends on the
most context. Of the time, who is responsible for the failure of the relationship?
It depends. If it's a married couple, women tend to leave.
Nah, that's not what it is. The women divorcing the man has nothing to do with who is to blame for the relationship failing.
Yeah, the ones who are instigating the divorce.
That's not the one, sir. Michael, stop. That's what I'm saying.
No.
You're not answering. Hold on, Michael. You're not answering my question. You're being hard-headed. You're not answering my question, right? I do this. This is what I do. You're not making the point you're trying to make is moot. What I'm saying is the reason why I'll spare everybody the suspense. The reason why I already knew that he was the reason was because he's a fucking man. And because the vast majority of the time when relationships end, it is because of men. So I can say that for any man up here, I could almost guarantee you, and here's what I'm saying, Mike, I want you to wrap your brain around this. In the vast majority of cases, it's either one of two things. Right? And when I say vast majority, I'm talking like 90%, like fucking crazy amounts of time, right? The vast majority of the time, it is either like pretty much all his fault. Right, it's all based on his behavior. It doesn't mean the woman is perfect, but the things that actually led to the relationship ending it was him. Like it was him not listening. Like how you're being combative, how you're not listening right now. Like imagine that in a relationship. Like a woman is trying to convey to you a point, or she's trying to get across to you and get you to connect with her, and you're just going like, oh, I'm gonna go back to this original thing that I said. I'm just gonna be a fucking robot, and I'm never gonna listen to her. That will lead to the destruction of a relationship. Like literally how you are interacting with me is the main reason why relationships end, just to cut and drop. So that is what happens the majority of the time. And then in the other cases, it is, hold on, wait, I'm almost done. And then in the other case, it is the woman and the man contribute to it in some way, shape, or form, right? So he may still be responsible for the lion's share of it, or it may be 50-50 or whatever, but it may, you know what I'm saying? It's more like they both contributed. But there is almost no scenario in which a woman is 100% responsible for the relationship ending. Like that is, I'm not saying it happens, but it's way more rare than you understand. You like to think because a woman got divorced, that is the sign that she's the reason why the relationship ended, but that is illogical. Because why would a person who is happy and healthy in a relationship be the one to file for divorce? If the person in the relationship is being treated fairly, kindly, equitably, equally, whatever, and being seen and being heard in a relationship, why would that be the person that would file for divorce? That doesn't make sense. The proof that men are the ones who are responsible for the vast majority of divorces is the very, very statute stated. That's the proof. Why the fuck? If men would be divorcing women much more if women were actually destroying relationships. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Men would be divorcing women much more if women weren't paying them any attention. If women were completely abandoning them. If women were cheating on them at the same rate. If women were physically abusive to them at the same rate. Like, if that was happening, more men would be filing for divorce. It would be way closer. It wouldn't be 67. It wouldn't be 69, 70%. It would be 45, 55. Right? 48, 52. It'd be something like that. But that's not the case. Instead, it's fucking 70% of the time the women are filing. 70% of the time the women are filing. And you're taking that as the women are responsible? That's wild.
Hey man, I thought I was bad. Some of these talk make me feel better about myself, even though I'm still a piece of shit. But dang.
Go ahead, Michael.
Okay, so what I was saying was, like in the instances where relationships fail, the person who's leaving is obviously, like, at some point let's say they've tried to make things work and it hasn't worked. In your example, what you're saying is when a man leaves, or if the relationship ends, it's always because of the fault of the man. Is that what you're saying? Correct?
Nope, I never used the word always.
I got a question.
No, you generalized though, didn't you? You said
General and always are two different things. I literally said numbers just to give like vague ideas of what I was saying. I never said all.
I repeated the numbers that you've used, like 70%. You said 70% of the time it's going to be the man's fault for women instigating the divorce. Is that correct?
I said that women initiate divorce 70% of the time, which really is like 69%, but let's just round up. So 70% of the time, women initiate divorce. What I was saying was that number, like 70% being and that's a vast majority, 70% of women filing for divorce is the sign that it is the fault of the man, because why would a woman who is being treated kindly, who is happy and content, being treated fairly in a relationship, leave? That's the logic. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I can let me answer without interrupting.
Yes,
please. Okay, so I would say that when you look at that statistic of the women initiating divorce at that rate, then it shows that women are more susceptible to just want to leave the relationship if they feel unhappy, whereas men are more likely to stay longer in the relationship when they're. Yes, men are more likely to stay in a relationship longer than women.
What's that? Mr. Statistician, Mr. Mathematician.
But men are going to try more to fix things.
And what substantiates that? What information are you using to substantiate that information?
I'm generalizing in the way that the public.
But it has to be logical, though. I'm cool with I'm cool. I'm cool with you being. I'm cool with you being. I'm cool with you speaking in general, right? But let's do this logically. Okay. Who in a relationship is more likely to be abusive, the man or the woman?
The man.
Okay. Is it close?
No,
it's not close. So just right there alone, make it make sense. If the men are more likely to be abusive, why do I even need to keep going? If the men are more likely to be abusive, then why are you saying that women are just more likely to leave? It is because she's being abused and he's not. He could be unhappy and not being and not. Men are unhappy. Men are perpetually unhappy. You can't satisfy men. So saying men are unhappy in a relationship and they're more likely to stay, duh, because they're still benefiting from it, whether they're unhappy or not, right? But women are unhappy, not benefiting from the relationship and being abused. So they leave.
Yeah, but the number one reason for leaving is not actually physical abuse, though, is it? It's infidelity.
Which is abuse.
It's not classed as abuse.
That is yes. Infidelity is classified as abuse, Michael.
It's absolutely classified.
It's 100% classified as abuse. And the number
one reason is not infidelity either. So
no, it is infidelity. No, it is infidelity. It is.
Is in a record? What is it? Lack of communication.
No, it's infidelity.
It's like top 3, but it's not number 1.
Okay, maybe to change it. Last time I checked, it was infidelity. But okay. But go ahead. But infidelity is emotional abuse. Is emotional abuse?
It's not even classed as domestic violence. It's not an abuse.
Wait, you do realize? Hold on, wait, Michael. So emotional abuse exists, right?
That's separate to infidelity. Like
no, I just hold on. Wait. I promise you this will go way easier if you just answer the questions. Emotional abuse is abusive, right?
Yeah, but you're trying to.
Why do you wait? Why do you need to say but afterwards?
Okay. Yes.
Like just say yes, because it is, right? Okay. So emotional abuse is abuse. So when I say abuse, you assumed physical abuse only. And the reason why, just so you know, the reason why you assumed that I was talking about physical abuse is because men often downplay emotional abuse. They really try to act like emotional abuse and physical abuse are different things when they're not. They're all abuse. And the body keeps score, right? The body doesn't recognize it. The body processes emotional abuse the same way it processes physical abuse. Just so you know. Therefore, emotional abuse is the same thing as physical abuse. I don't know if you know that. You clearly don't.
No, legally it's not. Legally it's not.
This isn't about legalities. This isn't about legalities.
No, but we're being specific though. Wait, TPO. We're being specific, okay? You're trying to draw out my comparison on infidelity being abuse, and I'm saying it's not the same thing. They are not legally the same thing. Yes, you can become abused.
Why are you moving the goalpost? I'm not talking in legalities, brother.
You are though. You're trying to say that, okay, fine, we're being very specific, okay? If we're being specific, then infidelity is not abuse. There.
It is abuse. Okay, hold on. Emotional, hold on, wait. But emotional abuse is abuse, right?
Yeah, but
okay, hold on, wait. Finding out your partner is cheating on you, what do you think that causes a person?
Yeah, but the act of
sir, come on, brother. I promise you, I told you, you got to answer. You have to answer the question.
TPO. To be fair, right? Like I feel like we've both been reasonable, right? I feel like we've been reasonable with each other and disagreed on a lot of things, right, on the stream. But on this one, please, like you've got to just like you're trying to draw out the net result of the infidelity, and I'm saying that the infidelity itself is not abuse. It's not like domestic abuse or violence or like gaslighting. It's just an action that someone's
gaslighting us right now. I feel abused right now because it's in fact abusive. If you emotionally abuse someone, you're an abuser.
So what you're saying, Michael? Hold on, wait. But Michael, wait. I'm gonna help you out. So what you're saying is, you're saying if a person never finds out that they've been cheated on, then it's not abusive.
No, I'm not even saying that.
No, because that is what you said. You said the act of infidelity.
Let me say what I'm saying. Right?
Okay.
And you interpret it. Right? What I'm saying is if a man like is infidelity, cheats on his partner, okay, and has sex with somebody else, that action is not classed as an abusive.
I got you. Is lying? Oh wait, I got you. I heard that's what I'm saying. I knew the point you were making. So is lying? Wait, is lying typically a part of infidelity?
It depends on the context.
Sir, please just answer my questions. I promise you, because these are really easy questions for you to answer. Is lying typically a part of infidelity?
No, it's not, because if you do it and you admit it, you haven't lied.
I didn't say if you admitted it.
No, but you're asking me a question.
Hold on, wait. See, this is what I'm saying, dude. You're not you trying to win an argument is your biggest problem.
I'm not trying to
stop.
win the argument.
I promise. Then stop doing what you're doing. It's not this. I just want you to know. I want you to know, Michael. We are not debating right now. I already know the answer to the test. I'm trying to help you get there. Whether you get there or not is on you. I just want you to know that it's not a debate. You're not making a point. Hold on, wait. I want you to understand. Just so you know, before we can. You're not making a point that I haven't already blown up 1,000 times. Like you're not like everything you're saying. I've done this. I've been through this gauntlet 1,000,000 times. So I'm going to walk you down. You're either going to agree in the end or you're going to keep being disagreeable. But this is not a debate. We're not going back and forth. So just answer my questions, right? Please. So when you cheat, typically, if a person cheats, do they not typically have to lie to the other person they're in a relationship with?
No, because if they say they're going to go,
can
I answer the question? You're asking me a question, and you're only happy if I answer it in a way.
I just want you to answer it honestly. Yes, that's gaslighting, sir. I don't want you to answer it the way that I want you to. I want you to answer it honestly, and you refuse to answer it honestly. You see what I'm saying? That's the annoying part.
No, but you're deciding for me what's honest, and I don't.
That's not an honest answer because you know in the most.
It is honest for
Michael,
me.
in most cases when people cheat, they have to lie. Just so you know, in most cases when people cheat, they have to lie. Have you ever heard of the term lying by omission?
Yeah. Can I just answer my?
Because I know,
wait.
I just made because I know Michael was going to go on a whole tangent to go back to the point that he's not making.
Please,
So,
just on this point,
Michael,
okay?
just
Hold on, let Lex go real quick.
Okay.
She's the mod. She has to say something. Go ahead.
I promise. One, first of all, y'all like up the live. It's 700 people in here. What's up to the YouTubes? Make sure y'all are commenting, sending them gifts, sending all of those super chats. But to Public's earlier point, when you physically are cheating on someone, you absolutely are putting their health and their safety at risk. So you actually are physically abusing them, and the way that you're physically abusing them, and we know by the statistics based on how when married women go to get STD checks, and they're the ones who are suffering the most from these STDs and from all of these diseases that come from their married partners, you are actually physically putting these people's health at risk because you're going out there double dipping into people who you don't know. If you're cheating, you're not giving them the time to go get tested, to go do all the things, because it's usually very sporadic and on the moment. So you're actively putting the people that you love in sexual danger. So the idea that it's very abusive, actually, because again, you don't know what that person that went out and that you're trying to double dip with, you don't know what they got going on. If they're willing to cheat on with you, a married person, what are they willing to? And that's not no shade to nobody, because I have a lot of friends that are sex workers that practice safe sex. They practice a lot of safe ideals. But if we're going to talk about it morality wise, those same people morally aren't worried about all those same things, especially if they know that you are in a committed relationship and they're assisting you and committing the adultery, and vice versa for the person that's married. So if you know that you're immoral enough to go out and step out on your partner, you're probably not moral enough to make sure that the person you're cheating with is getting all the extra checks and medications that they need. So yes, you are absolutely. And this idea that like, oh, but if they don't know, and that's again, like Pablo said, lying by omission. And not only that, but when you make vows with people, regardless of if they're religious or not, you know that when you stand in front of that altar or in front of that, whatever the hell, when you sign that government piece of paper, that you're basically committing to this person. And unless you guys have had a conversation outside of commitment, you know that you're staying with you and this person together. This is the commitment that you have made. And anything outside of that automatically is a disingenuous way to move through the relationship, period, point blank, because you made that connection the first time. So all this like obfuscating and pushing back and doing all this weird things to try to not make yourselves abusers when you are actively abusing the people in your relationships. That's why when people go, well, you sound like an abuser, or you sound like someone who does this to kids, or you sound like this, that, and the third. That is why people are saying these things. Because if you step outside of yourself for more than 10 seconds and actually listen to what's coming out of your mouth, you actively do not sound like a person who has any of your morality in check. You do not sound like you have anything going on for you that anyone around you wants to stay around and be like, that person's a good person. That person is who I want to be around. You guys sound insane. I need you to really, really step back and listen to I'm okay with sleeping with single mothers. They're fun. Mind you, a whole person creating life and navigating. Y'all love to talk about how families are so important and kids, this, that, and the third. They're fun. Like, do y'all hear the words that are coming out your mouths? You guys sound like degenerates. Like, I need y'all to really, really take a step back and listen to this stuff. And the fact that I'm younger than every single male on this panel right now, and I'm listening to y'all say this, and y'all, this is supposed to be the reflection of the men that my generation of women is supposed to be look like and go, those who are our leaders and protectors and providers. Y'all are dog shit. High key, I live in this 5-bedroom house alone. Ain't none of you niggas walking through this front door, because y'all are insane, dangerous. Are we joking? Insane. It'll be dangerous. And look, y'all can't even look at them. They're cutting up, they laughing because they think shit is funny. This is not how, like, the funny enough, the only two people on mute right now is TBA and Mr. Jones, the two people with sense on the panel. If I walked away and everybody else wanted to giggle and kiki and laugh, mind you, these are the same men that as soon as you interrupt them, they crying all up in don't interrupt me. I'm a big strong man. Y'all are active hyenas. Pack it up.
Whoa, I didn't say all that.
Okay. So to make the point then. So infidelity is not abuse if there's no deception and no malicious intent.
You can't cheat. You can't cheat honestly, Michael. You can't cheat honestly, Michael. That doesn't make sense. You can't cheat honestly. That's an oxymoron. It's literally in the name. Cheating. Cheating is dishonest. You can't be dishonest and honest. That's come on, bro. Please.
Okay, listen. I said Listen.
No, answer my question. What grade did you get in English? Because you be sounding real dumb up here, bro.
Like I'm saying that in the way that you would class abuse and infidelity in terms of divorce law, in terms of the law itself, infidelity is not a form of abuse. Now, if you gaslight,
do you know in some states infidelity is illegal?
No, it depends on the context.
No. In some states in this country, infidelity is illegal. It's they you can get charged with that shit. They can put you in jail. Or it used to be. I don't know if it's on the books anymore, but it was illegal in America.
It's a crime. I'm not saying it's not a crime, but
I'm saying that that's not an argument to be made, though. Legalities have nothing. Like, come on, bro.
It's the main reason for divorce. It's the main reason for divorcing, women divorcing men is infidelity. So if there's no deception, if there's no malicious intent, if there's no coercion or control, and if there's no financial, emotional,
there is deception. When you cheat on somebody, you're being deceptive, Michael.
No, but I can give you an example of where it's not.
Sir, you don't know what you're talking about.
No, but let me give you an example though, because you're just rushing to a conclusion, okay? So let's
say
I
know words.
No, but I'm giving you an example because clearly, like, you don't understand what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is,
your example can prove that it doesn't is the same way another example can prove that it does. You don't have a point, Michael. Move around.
No, but the point I'm saying is
but the point that you're making can also be negated with another point. So move around.
Because infidelity is the main reason why women leave. So therefore, like, the point that you were making earlier about why women leave is kind of moot. It doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, guys.
Now move around. Are you done? You done made the point 7 times and still haven't said anything. Are you done? Okay, thank you.
No, I've made a good point, and you guys just can't handle it. I don't know
the
why.
other men want to speak, Michael. Thank you.
Okay, you guys open my mind. I don't think I'm as extreme as these gentlemen. Of course, I'm not perfect, but
Nah, don't otherwise yourself. You just bad as these niggas. But I'm happy you learning, Wade. I'm good with you learning, but you sound just bad as these niggas.
I could be, if you guys are willing to work with me, I can stay here and unpack all my traumas, things that happen to me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm at least, we'll give it to Wade. I'm glad that you could listen up here and hear that some of the stuff that's coming out these dudes' mouths really is crazy. I'm glad that you can identify that. I just want you to know that you don't sound that much different. I'm not even being funny. You really don't.
Okay, man, I understand. I just but yeah.
I'm dropping and I'm gonna switch out with Kay, by the way, just so you know.
Okay.
Put the likes up, y'all. It's 700 people in here. Like, we ain't at 200K, y'all not entertained? That's crazy. That's nasty work.
Yeah, we are entertaining.
Don't make y'all
I was talking to the comments. I'm not talking to the people.
Thank you.
My bad. But yeah.
Dream. He's on his own side. He can handle his own debate. I'm absolutely on my own side here. Like, I don't listen. I'm not on anyone's side. I'm just saying that the statement behind just doesn't make any sense, and the conversation we're having now as well. Like, it's so weird. Like, we're just arguing over
the fact when you say stuff,
that's not even
Michael. You can't say stuff doesn't make sense and then you can't refute it. Like, when I say you don't make sense, I actually break down what you're saying, and I'm like, oh, this is why it doesn't make sense. You're saying it doesn't make sense. I've explained to you what we're saying. You still haven't proven anything. You just keep saying it doesn't make sense. That doesn't mean anything.
I've proved it, and you needed to bring up like 3 other people to try and like back you up, but none of what you guys are saying makes sense.
Sure. Thinking that I needed people to back me up is hilarious.
Yeah, because we all saying the same. Everybody is agreeing, but you, bro. I'm like, you're making me sleepy, dog.
Yeah, but if it's an echo chamber, though, TBA.
Okay.
I was in an echo chamber when everybody is not. Hold on.
Everybody.
When he said 1804, yo broke crybaby ass ain't taking care of
Karina
shit.
says I keep bringing up the legality. Nobody wants to talk about it.
Ain't nobody out here, bro. What the fuck?
Bro.
I ain't got no broke mindset, no broke nothing. What? Bro.
They called you a broke bloke.
Ain't nothing about me, bro. I go to work every day.
A broke bloke.
Yeah, call me what you want, but you can't call me, bro.
Every single day that I'm on here, the more and more convinced I am that y'all motherfuckers really don't like women at all. Like y'all crazy talking me, bro.
I love women.
Literally at all.
About.
I'm serious. Especially Michael. Y'all just don't like women.
Well, that's Michael. I love women. I would never cheat on women.
I don't think Michael don't like women. I just think he dumb.
Nah, it's both. It's both.
Nah,
They're not
I
mutually
love
exclusive.
women, man. I love my mama.
You gotta be dumb and
I
not
love my sister. Love my nieces.
Wait. I wasn't necessarily talking to you, bro. Like, listen,
No.
fly, let it fly, my guy.
Now, wait up here,
Nah,
Larry.
you don't like them people either. You just see them as your property. Y'all gotta stop saying because you got proximity to a person, you like them. Men are very much territorial. So you love the things you have access to, right? So that's your mama, right? That's your mama. Like she's your property. That's your niece. Like she's your property. That's my wife. That don't mean you love women. You just like them.
You're the one who gets to control.
No, I ain't never cheated a woman bad.
Yes,
Bro.
you have. You just said you just said it.
You don't have to say anything.
Oh, bro. Come on now.
All right, now public. I'm a say another situation that happened, and y'all could give y'all input to that. Is his voice tweaking or is my?
I think it's 1804.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What's the
Chris,
situation?
I'm not a narcissist. Chris, I'm
no,
not a narcissist.
also,
Listen,
you know, my brother-
I love all types of women. I love women, and like I just get frustrated when I see like ridiculous debates on TikTok, and I'm like,
damn,
You haven't been able to refute it yet.
He says it's ridiculous and then offers nothing. He just says
Nothing.
ridiculous.
It's like when the word sound. You haven't been able to refute it yet. It's almost like you're having an argument with yourself. Them two marbles that you call a brain bouncing around in your fucking head.
Oh, God.
I came back up just to ask one more question, if I can. Michael, what does the statement "I love women" do for you when these are the conversations that you're having and the words that you say are the words that you say? What does that do for you?
What you say? Are you crying?
No.
yeah, I didn't hear that very well. What did you say? Sorry, what does it do for me if I say?
Yeah, when you say like "I love women," but then like the rhetoric that you have is the rhetoric that you have. What does the statement "I love" like? What does that do for you?
What rhetoric have I said that has said that I don't like women so
Tons
far?
of stuff. Everything.
A lot of things. A lot of.
I mean, point to one thing. Point to something that I said. At least point to something. You can paraphrase if you want.
Oh man, I got a lot of people in here. Hold on, wait.
So
No,
Luke,
this
you don't have
ain't
anything
home.
to point to?
You hear the host speaking, right, Michael? Because unlike you, I don't interrupt the host, unfortunately.
No, I'm sorry.
So-
I was just reading. I was reading something. My bad, y'all. Hold on. Let me throw these people up in here real quick. Boss man, and then we got
Unlike the rest. Yeah.
Look,
Ashley.
so Luke, you're accusing me of saying that I don't like women. I'm
I've
asking you to
never said
respond to
no.
something.
No.
What did you say? What did you say?
You see you see what you just did? I didn't accuse you of not like. I said, what does that do for you? I never said that you didn't like women. You see how quickly you were
What
ran
does it
into
do
my
for
point?
me? Well, there's nothing for me. I mean, I love women, and yeah, there's nothing wrong. Oh no, you said my rhetoric. You said, what does it do for me based on my rhetoric? So my inference from what you're saying is clearly you're trying to say that I don't like women, or you wouldn't have said
I
that.
didn't infer any of that. I just said, what does that mean? How are you going to infer but not answer my question? My question was, it's so easy.
We asked, me and Pub both asked you. You know what I'm saying? If you believe that cheating was abusive and you don't think so, you think that, you know what I'm saying, like you can be dishonest and cheat. Essentially, as long as you don't get caught. At least that's the inference.
That's what I got from it. He was like, you can, there's ethical cheating. Like, what?
No, I didn't say that.
Like, what are we talking about?
I didn't say that. Come on.
No, you didn't say the word, but that's what I'm saying.
I say that.
We asked multiple times. You said, well, legally, we're not asking about, you know what I'm saying, the legal.
The law.
We're asking that it cause harm to the partner.
Mike,
If they find out they were cheating, will it cause them physical or emotional harm? The answer is yes.
No, it doesn't, because you're just.
that's crazy.
Listen, Jones.
And
That's
hey,
crazy.
Hey, and wait, Michael, right there. You saw right there how you said no, it doesn't. That's why I asked.
That's
that question.
crazy.
What does that do for you?
Let me answer the
That's
question.
rhetoric.
Let me answer the question.
That's
Context.
crazy.
Let me give the context. Let me give the context. If if you just cheat on somebody who you've been married to for like, I don't know, 5 years or whatever, that is like so fresh. If it's been a long marriage, wait, let me finish. Like if it's been like 20 years and there's not much happening in terms of like intimacy and things aren't working, and you've been trying to work on it, in that instance, when somebody has a relationship outside,
why not just leave
on their partner?
Why not just leave?
What?
Why not just leave?
Wait, let me finish my example. So that everyone understands why I said infidelity is not abusive, and it's not what you guys are trying to make it out to be. In that context of a marriage that hasn't been working over a long period of time, where people aren't being intimate together, there is no like malicious intent, and there's no deception.
There's no malicious intent when you cheat. Not malicious intent when you cheat. All right, hey, hold on, y'all. Wait. Hold on, Michael. Wait.
You guys want to
Hold on, wait. I'm sorry, y'all. Two things. A, that was gonna take too long for me to explain. I gotta go. I'm sorry. My cleaners, I got the people cleaning. They gotta clean. They gotta get in my room, and I gotta go pick up my baby. The time is, I'm pushed it to the limit. Lori Shaw, Mike, she put two on Mike for tap dancing, better than Sammy Davis. Bonji said Michael has been left before and is doing the mental gymnastics to evade the guilt of being responsible for the demise of his own relationship. Let it go. And Tinley said Michael is a real life do not proceed danger sign. So Nigel said, if you can't go to jail for it, it doesn't count. That's what it seemed like he was saying. Aquarius said deception is deception. Like, please be fucking for it. Until he said, Pub, I'm beginning to believe you pay. Here y'all go with these allegations of me paying people. It is not true. Until he said, I'm beginning to believe you pay these people to be menacing. This can't be humanly. This is really frightening. 4B, I ain't paying these dudes. Aqua said, if infidelity that goes undiscovered is not harmful, ask what's the net positive for their partner. Even if they keep it a secret, health is still at risk. That's facts. Teresa said, infidelity is against the law in 13 sets. I knew it. It's abuse. It's not up for debate. It is indeed considered domestic violence. 5 on a fake mathematician. That patriarchy said, every step you take is misogyny. That's crazy. Tonight was saying, all I'm hearing is, quote, if I can't own you, I can't treat you right. But if I can own you, I'll think really long and hard about it. End quote. God damn. But hey, y'all, shout out to the tappers, yappers, and super chatters, man. I love y'all. Shout out to the best minds in the business. Everybody that joined the panel. Hey, all the haters come back tomorrow. Trey said, Michael, I can't be a dumb fuck who can. Michael, a dumb fuck who can't shut the fuck up. I think that's what it was saying. I might have misread it. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that hit the cash app. I appreciate y'all, the gifters, everybody that joined the panel. Yes, come back, Michael. You can come back tomorrow. I'll be back on tomorrow. It's all love, man. Everybody that didn't get a chance to speak, definitely spin the block. I'll redo the live tomorrow. We can run it back again. All right. Peace out to everybody. Shout out to the best minds in the business, man.